They might save money for years just to buy one bag, which
that's why they do it, is because it's exclusive. If it wasn't exclusive, they wouldn't buy it.
way, you often don't get a say in what kind of color or style of bag you get, but if you want a Birkin bag, you're gonna have to take what they give you. So why is this happening? What is so magical about this bag? Obviously,
it makes losers feel like they're not losers. Like, it's literally that simple. Like, that's it. It's literally that simple. There's no other fucking fine print to it. That's it.
Answer is subjective. You could argue it's because the materials they use are super high quality or because it's handmade by artisans. But I think the answer is a little more primal than that. We seek social status from what we wear to where we go to school to the handbags we carry. We want to be perceived as high status, especially.
Oh, don't we me on this shit. I don't want people to see me as high status and they'll fucking annoy me. One of the worst fucking things is people find out what I do. Oh, now they go, oh god. Oh, fuck. That's the worst thing.
Higher status than those around us. Designer items like the Birkin bag become this cheat code of sort in our modern consumerist culture.
Yeah, that's the thing, is it is a cheat code. Because, like, there's any moron can save up a bunch of money to buy something stupid like this.
Generational marketing has labeled values, status, wealth, and some indescribable specialness to designer items.
Yeah.
And those who buy into the marketing messages,
here's the thing, it's like if Versace or fucking Balenciaga, any of these people
Scouts have discovered a colonizable planet.
It's not like I'm against it.
Control Group created
I'm not going to spend a bunch of money on it.
Excellent plan.
If I get it for free, it's the same fucking thing.
Assign those same labels to the person owning the designer items. The world of designer brands from Louis Vuitton to Rolex is one where social status is achieved purely through consumption and spending. It's a system that can easily keep you poor if you're not careful, which is why I want to dive into this topic.
Of course it keeps you poor, because the people who care about it are fucking dumb, and dumb people make dumb decisions with their fucking money all the time. Like, you want to see something, you want to find out if somebody is stupid or not? Look at
I will deliver your order personally.
That's a really good indicator.
Preparing for phase jump.
Hey, yo, don't make fun of her because she's fat.
Empire research
Who cares
complete.
if she's fat?
What would you ask of me?
Today's video. Let's talk about how designer brands target the poor instead of the rich.
Time is short.
Psychology,
Control Group
planet,
created.
and how rich we could
Warfare
possibly be
research
if we
complete.
didn't spend money on designer products. By the way, if you're interested in more videos on money, media, society, and intentional living, be sure to subscribe and check out my other video essays. I'm trying to post every other week.
Our time is short. Our fleet has engaged the enemy.
More like a monthly cadence, and my goal with these videos is to share financial education.
What dangers? Well, one of the dangers is, I had this happen, is they stay at home all day, think about what to be mad at you for.
What would you ask of me?
In an interesting, accessible
Control
way,
Group
also
created.
People to reduce consumption
Scouts
for
have
our
discovered
planet.
a
Be sure to
colonizable
subscribe,
planet.
for watching. So first
Logistics
things first,
upgrade
designer brands
complete.
Will keep you poor.
Empire
Emphasis
research
on keep,
complete.
Because despite the high prices, these brands are targeting the poor and not the rich.
Oh, absolutely. Rich people spend all kinds of stupid money on shit.
Our time is
like,
short.
Like
I'll see to
like
it.
That's what rich people
Their
really
death
have.
will be quick,
It's
but
how much
not
money they spend on
painless.
this kind of stuff. This is the kind of stuff that
Warfare
poor people buy to
research
impress other poor
complete.
people.
Finally.
Like gotcha games, yeah.
Targeting the people who want to
Planet
mostly
lockdown
middle and
complete.
lower class folks who don't have that much money or savings. That is the bread and butter of designer brands.
Control Group created.
Steve Jobs is
I
famous for his
bring
lack of
glorious
Oh,
death.
I saw that. Yeah, we
Civilian
have this guy.
structure complete.
Yeah, this is soda pop.
Let the bidding commence.
Despite his immense
Hostile forces
wealth,
are
he always
sieging
kept
our
that
planet.
same very simple
Civilian
look.
structure
No designer logos in
complete.
sight. And this is the same case for many of the
Finally.
uber rich. Bill and
Mining
Melinda Gates,
upgrade
Mackenzie Scott,
complete.
Melanie Perkins, Mark Zuckerberg, Whitney Wolfe Herd. These aren't people who are running around in Gucci slides and Versace belts,
More
Louis Vuitton,
metal
and blazing
is
outfits.
required.
No matter how much I would kill to see Bill Gates dripping in Gucci.
That would be funny. Like that one video, that one picture, that AI picture of the Pope with like that vest and like all that other shit on. That was really fucking funny to see that. Like, straight up. Like, that was really funny.
Scouts have discovered a colonizable planet.
All the fucking, like, Vatican shit from, like, the 1400s that got repossessed.
What would you ask
that originally
of me?
owned it, but, like, the church killed all of them. Like, just, like, having all of that shit on. Like, straight up coming out there.
Empire
All the
research
achievements,
complete.
Bro, like, the legacy achievements.
Their death will
like
be quick,
shit,
but not painless.
It'd be a look. But why don't we
Our
see that
fleet has
uber-rich
engaged the
invest in
enemy.
brands? I think it's
Civilian
because they don't
structure
need to prove they're
complete.
rich. We know.
I await your command.
A little bit of a clarity to this.
The time has come to kill.
And he said
No
that
bid.
the reason why he wears
You
the same
missed
shit every day
out.
is so he doesn't have decision fatigue of having to decide to do different things. So that's actually the reason why at least Mark Zuckerberg doesn't. It's efficiency. Yeah, he's min-maxing. So yeah, I mean, like that's actually the reason why him and a couple of other people
The
so on.
time has come to
But
kill.
I don't know about every single one of
Civilian
them.
structure
But
complete.
he is a reptile, so like it's going to be different for him than it would be
The
for other
time
people.
has come to kill.
And
Logistics
I think
upgrade
that's what designer
complete.
brands are really selling.
What
They're
would you
selling
ask of
conspicuous
me?
consumption, aka the
Absolutely.
Your
spending and
influence
consumption
is
of luxuries
noted.
in an attempt
We
to
have a
enhance
deal.
one's prestige. Basically, they're
Scouts
selling
have
you a
discovered a
costume so you can pretend to
colonizable
look
planet.
rich. Except that isn't
Empire
typically what
research
rich people
complete.
actually look like. If
Our
anything, designer
time
brands
is
can have the
short.
opposite effect and make people think
Planet
you're desperately trying to
lockdown
fit in with the
complete.
rich. Maybe this is a bit hard.
I don't think that anybody
Their
thinks that
death will be
except
quick,
for people
but
that don't
not
have it and people that
painless.
are really successful. So, like, they might say that, but the truth is that a lot of the people that say that just say
Civilian
that because
structure
they want
complete.
it. You know, they want it, but they don't have it.
Speak. What would you ask of
It kind of
me?
feels like this
But I
neon
do
sign
think
Hostile
that says,
forces
"I'm
are sieging our
overcompensating. I
planet.
don't really belong with the
Civilian
wealthy."
structure
Yeah,
complete.
that's like, bro, you know what a good example of that
Finally,
is? Loud
I'll
cars.
see to it.
Like, there's like a fucking
Speak.
inverse paradox
Finally,
relationship.
mine
That the louder
upgrade
your
complete.
car is,
More
the dumber
metal
you are.
is required.
And if you have a really loud car,
Civilian structure complete.
you're a fucking idiot.
Preparing for phase jump.
We tell when someone is pretending to be rich, when someone is a stereotype or almost like a caricature of a rich person.
Oh, really?
The brands they wear,
Oh, wow.
perhaps the brands they show on display, when you are trying too hard. And that's usually a
So
big
Emery-
giveaway
yeah, I'm talking
when
about her.
someone is just faking it because they're trying to
Empire
overcompensate
research
for something that
complete.
is not really there.
And
Warfare
actually, in a
research
study conducted
complete.
by the American Affluence Research Center and analyzed by Unity
Maximum
Marketing,
civilian
more than
orbit
300
slots
consumers
reached.
with a minimum
Our
net worth
fleet
of
has engaged the
$800,000
enemy.
were surveyed, and they found that many
Civilian
wealthy shoppers
structure
consider
complete.
certain
Well, a minimum net
More
worth of $800,000,
metal
that means
is
they own a
required.
house in Austin. Like, I'm gonna have to,
Scouts
like,
have
this is,
discovered
I
a
guess this was like
colonizable
3 years
planet.
ago. Bro,
I await
it
your
is
command.
nuts.
Civilian
Like, I went
structure
and I saw the way
complete.
fucking houses, because I was gonna buy
Immediately.
a house. There's a house
Absolutely.
nearby. It went on
On
sale.
my
I'm like,
way.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna buy this.
Fire
Like,
at
100%.
will.
That shit was
What
$1 million.
would you ask of me?
Oh my god. It's
Control
half a
group
house
created.
in California.
More metal is required.
certain luxury brands overrated, including Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Hermes, Prada, and Rolex. When I think about what it means to be rich, I think about the phrase millionaire next door.
Oh
There are
my
nearly
God.
22 million millionaires in the
Civilian
US, and I bet
structure
many of them you
complete.
would never know are millionaires.
Who
Chances
cares?
are one of them might be your next door neighbor. Unassuming, driving a Kia, shopping at Costco and TJ Maxx, they're not trying to be flashy. They're not out buying the most expensive version of everything because they understand the value
Warfare
of money, the
research
value of being
complete.
frugal, and making more than you spend. Basically, the caricature of the millionaire that we've grown up seeing on TV and now on social media is one that requires
Our
$100,000
time is
watches
short.
and jet setting and designer
Well,
brands.
the thing is
The
that
time has come to
the
kill.
reason why guys have private jets
Speak.
is
Civilian
because they
structure
need to go
complete.
places with that jet to do
Finally.
business. Like
An
most of the people that have
excellent
private
plan.
jets, there's like
Logistics
a
upgrade
functional
complete.
efficiency
You've won
reason
us
for
over
this.
with your fancy words.
Like
and
I've seen
your
interviews
coin.
with guys, and they're in like a private
Not
jet,
enough
and this dude is
crystal.
wearing flip flops
Civilian
and like
structure
a hoodie
complete.
with like
Not
sweatpants on.
enough crystal.
It's not about
Scouts have
showing
discovered
off.
a colonizable
You just
planet.
need to get somewhere.
What would you ask of
But
me?
that's not realistic. It's just
I
flashiness.
bring
You might say, hey, with all
glorious
these celebrities
death.
and influencers I
Planet
see, they're all
lockdown
wearing designer.
complete.
Yeah, because they're getting fucking
Not
paid for that
enough
shit. That's why
crystal.
every single time it's like, oh, this is a partnership with Gucci. This is a partnership with Louis Vuitton. They're all
Our time is short.
People pay them to wear
Finally.
this stuff so they can make it. This is the thing, is they pay, and also it's free too. Yeah, that's what I said. If Balenciaga wants to send me some free shit, now if it is not comfortable, I'm not going to wear it. But if it is comfortable, I would wear it.
Civilian structure complete.
But they send it to people because they want them to wear it, so people that want to be like a celebrity wear it. It's that simple. It's free real estate.
Empire
There you
research tier complete.
It's a hashtag ad.
They're totally rich.
Logistics
and you're right.
upgrade
Dua Lipa
complete.
wears a lot of Versace. Billie Eilish wears a lot of Gucci. Kim wears a lot of Balenciaga. She should probably cut that partnership though.
Oh.
Our time
She's
is
trying to support her
short.
husband.
I'll see
Ex-husband,
to
Kanye.
it.
That's why she wore this. She's trying to support him. Show solidarity.
Many of us are first exposed to the designer world through our favorite celebrities. But what we don't see is that behind the scenes, these influencers and
Preparing
celebrities
for
accept so many
phase
free
jump.
products
Yeah.
from designer brands too, because they know that it's free marketing if that celebrity or influencer is pictured wearing or holding
Exactly, yeah.
that item.
Warfare
Some
research
celebrities, like the
tier
ones
called
we
marketing.
complete.
mentioned, have official ambassadorship partnerships
go.
with these designer brands where
Scouts
they're
have
paid
discovered
to
a
constantly
colonizable
wear their
planet.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because of all this, there's this illusion that designer brand items equate wealth and coolness.
Yeah.
It feeds straight into our
Because
cycle.
it gets naive people to do it. Naive people that see that, there you go. And they get excited for it, and it's like, okay, great. Well, this is what all the rich people do. This is what all the cool people do, so I need
Our
to do this
fleet
too.
has engaged the enemy.
Asmon and Gucci win. If Gucci sends me a pair of shoes and they're better than the Tetris shoes that Twitch sent me 5 years ago, I will wear the Gucci shoes. I don't care.
Logical
To be fair, though, I would not wear them to a lot of places because I don't want people to fucking try to talk to me or interact with me because I'm wearing nice clothes. That is the last thing I want to do.
Empire research complete.
desire to
Or rob
fit in
me.
and
Yeah,
be
I don't have
part
any
of an
money, but
exclusive
yeah.
club,
Somebody
especially
breaks into
one
my
where
car,
our peers
steal
are our
everything,
rich
they're
and
cleaning
famous
it.
idols. It preys on insecurity, and unfortunately,
Of
the
course it
people
is.
most vulnerable
People
to
are
this
so insecure. They are crazy amounts of insecure.
He
It's sad.
made a fine purchase.
kind of messaging
no
and insecurity
refunds.
are middle class and lower class folks.
There you go.
I saved change over a year, and I was able to buy the bag of my dreams. So you would be surprised at how much saving.
I'll
Afford
see to
luxury
it.
tips and tricks
Give
to
the
afford
order.
your dream bag.
Yes, sir.
Here's a tip. Make more money.
Speak.
You're not making enough
I'll
money to
see
buy
to
the thing
it.
you want. Make more money.
Scouts have
Stop
discovered
thinking
a
about the bags, think
colonizable
about how to
planet.
make more money. Because how much you want to bet the people that think all the time about the kind of bag they want are thinking about that, not making more money.
Give the order.
That's all they're doing, thinking about a bag. You think about the money, then you
Planet
get the bag.
lockdown complete.
Literally and metaphorically.
Change can do for you.
This video I found
Get
of
the
people
bag, don't
waiting in
buy the
line
bag.
for
That's
Supreme
cute.
launch
I
was
like that.
especially interesting to me because I think it nicely juxtaposed these high-ticket items with the low-earning buyers pretty well.
I go to college, so I can't afford the CDG collab.
I go to school.
So how do you have money to buy this?
I collect my parents' allowance.
While also
There it is. Mom pays
Give
for
the
it.
order.
There it is. Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, like dad working in the coal mine comes home.
Logistics upgrade complete.
$250
Our time
t-shirt
is
that
short.
says Supreme on
An
it.
excellent plan.
So he's gonna drop out of school to be a
Speak.
SoundCloud rapper.
Control group created.
He's gonna be famous
Finally.
on TikTok.
showing the allure that just the designer name alone had for these people.
Is it worth it?
Yeah.
Worth every dime. Because it's Supreme.
Because of
Duh, bro, duh. Like obviously. What do you mean? No shit is
Next
it's
time,
Supreme.
place a bid.
Supreme.
Another thing I think about is this viral story about a woman who took her mom on a Dior shopping spree after her mom was treated poorly at a Dior store. According to the daughter, the mom had been ignored by a Dior sales rep because the mom was dressed poor. Which you'd think, like, if a store was treating my mom that way, we wouldn't go there. How rude. But instead, they had the opposite effect. They went back there and they purchased a lot of stuff. And just looking quickly at some of
What a waste of money.
Scouts have discovered a colonizable planet.
What if they were just busy and the mom took it personally? And like, so the store just makes a bunch of money for something that didn't happen.
Civilian structure complete.
I know that shopping spree.
That's a $4,000 earring for $2,800. Is that even
civilian structure complete?
Wool and silk. Look at that, bro. It's not even like you don't even get the whole thing.
Our last hope. Strike hard.
What is it? Is the bottom part DLC?
Our fleet has engaged the enemy.
For that, yeah.
Control group created. Civilian structure complete.
Multiple thousands
we
of dollars.
Fight
like this one
against
Dior
all
bag
odds.
has as much as some cars and house down payments. There's no chump.
Again, I live in Austin, but okay.
Change. What's interesting is that this rudeness the mom experienced is an alleged technique designer brands use to boost sales. Sales staff rudeness causes what's known as the pretty woman effect, which is referenced.
Yeah, because you want to be taken seriously. You want people to like you.
Saying the Julia Roberts movie Pretty Woman, where she goes and buys a ton of luxury goods after being dismissed by one of the sales reps.
Empire research complete. Tell me you have a plan. Scouts have discovered a colonizable planet. A risky maneuver.
What now?
I'll do my best.
Warfare research complete.
I should make one of these luxury
Give
stores.
the order.
This is smart.
Our time is short.
I feel like every
Civilian
time I see
structure
how dumb
complete.
people are, it doesn't make me feel bad for humanity.
Give
it makes
the
me
order.
feel stupid for
Control
not taking advantage
group
of it.
created. Death to the enemy.
Yeah.
In the Empire's honor.
There you go.
No turning back.
Who researches
Civilian
effect
structure
explains
complete.
that designer brand sales reps,
He's
quote,
made
can
a
end up
fine
having a similar
purchase.
effect to an in-group in high school that others
refunds.
aspire to join. For the study,
That's right, because again, all the people that care about this shit, their mind is still in high school. That's right.
Death to the enemy.
So fucking. That is so eye-opening. Yeah, because that's what they're trying to do. These are people, they're like 36 years old, still trying to fucking overcome the fact that they didn't get asked to homecoming dance in 11th grade.
participants imagined or
Our
planned
time
well,
is
it
short.
is their peak, and they weren't even that high
I'll
then
see
either.
to it.
Give the order. Yes, sir.
interactions with sales representatives, rude or not. They then rated their feelings about associated brands and their desire to own them. After being treated poorly, participants who expressed an aspiration to be associated with high-end brands reported an increased desire to own the luxury products.
Yeah.
Designer brands attempt to hijack our
Upgrade
psychological
logistics
desire
to
to
unlock
fit
more
in and
civilian
display
slots.
status. We want to be seen as the richest person in the room, the richest amongst our friends, the richest person
Oh
at
my
work.
God.
The problem is, there's always going to be someone richer.
What would
always
you
gonna be
ask
someone
of
Somebody
me?
that's in a better position that you are.
Control
One
group
thing I've learned about
created.
people that are in a better position than me, a lot of them, whenever I know more about them, I realize I don't want to be in that fucking position. That
Our
sounds really
time
bad.
is short.
That's
Death
awful.
to the enemy. Logistics upgrade
more money,
complete.
more bags, more designer things, more whatever.
Empire
Even
research
Elon Musk,
complete.
who was the richest man in the world for a while, he's down $200 billion. There's always going to be someone else. And even
Warfare
if he still was at the
research
top,
complete.
there's a ton of other metrics that he'll never be the top of because there's always
Yep.
just going to be someone else. Because that's life. There's always going to be someone with some other superlative that you don't have. And it's really easy to get caught in this cycle of chasing.
And it's also
Chasing
it's also vice versa. Like there's always going to be things that you have that other people. Well, that reminds me of that Kanye thing. Remember that? Whenever he put like the swastika
Our
and
time
Star
is
of David
short.
together, it reminds me of that. That's the first thing I think of whenever I see that middle design there.
Speak.
Yeah, look at that.
I'll see to it.
status
No
symbols like
turning
designer
back.
handbags or luxury cars. But this cycle of chasing will leave or keep
That's only $270,000.
Give the order.
That's what it
designer
says right
handbags
I won't
or
let you
luxury
down.
cars.
That's a nice car. This is a $270,000
I'll
car.
see to
Well,
it.
there are cars like My dad, I think he wanted me to go to the
Civilian structure complete.
And
Orders
or like the
received.
Ferrari dealership, because
Planet
there's
item
one in Austin.
online.
It's one of those
Got a
things
job
I do
for
not
me?
want to fucking go to
Yes,
one of those.
I don't have all day.
Yeah, I do not. SUC car? It's a nice fucking car, right? It's an amazing car. But like, he didn't buy it because of the money.
I will take it under advisement. Orders received.
Our
Get a Tesla?
time
I
is
don't know.
short. An excellent
The cycle of chasing
plan.
will leave or keep most people poor.
If
When
one
you're
is
caught
over
in the
with your
cycle, your
fancy
time
words,
isn't your own.
and
It's
your
owned by the
coin.
drug of buying manufactured
Warfare
status, which
research
is paid for by
complete.
the hours of your life at a job. The way I think about it is the more designer
now?
items you buy,
Firing
or
all
really anything
turrets.
that you buy, the more of your
What
life
would
you're
you
trading
ask
away.
of me?
Obviously, we have to spend money to survive,
Their death
but
will
the
be
level
quick,
of excess
but
that
not
designer brands
painless.
promote is not essential to live. I argue instead, it
Finally.
actually robs us the chance to choose. For myself,
The time has come to kill.
I realize this is
Yes.
some fucking crazy shit
The
that people are
time
in,
has come
but
to
they
kill.
are on one with this.
I
People
bring
wake up in the morning
glorious
and they're
death.
pissed off because they didn't
Civilian
get enough
structure
sleep.
complete.
And they drive to work,
Not
and the
enough
drive sucks,
crystal.
driving a car that they
Planet
hate.
item
They get to work,
online.
they hate their fucking job. They go home, their wife pisses them off, their girlfriend is annoying. They get on the computer and they watch videos about
Our
things that make them
time
mad,
is short.
and they play video games that they stopped liking 6 years ago. And they stay up late
I'll
doing
see
that
to it.
just to go to bed to wake up the next day to
Control
do the
group
exact same
created.
thing.
Yes.
And I wonder, like, why
The
are you
time has
alive?
come to kill.
What are you doing with your life? Where is the upside here?
Civilian
Is this
structure
the beginning
complete.
of the Matrix? What the fuck are you doing? When is it gonna
Empire
end?
research complete.
It's scary.
Exploratory nanites have found exotic resources. Exploratory nanites have found exotic resources.
It's the reason
Exploratory
I personally don't buy
nanites
designer
have found
goods because the
exotic
values don't align
resources.
with my values, and I think
I don't buy
Speak.
them because they're expensive. Like, if what the hell are you talking about? A value? Like, I don't give a fuck about the value of the goddamn
Upgrade
company.
logistics
like,
to unlock more civilian
if it's
slots.
expensive, I ain't gonna buy it
Not
'cause it's a
enough
lot of money. It's
crystal.
probably not that comfortable.
Civilian structure complete.
time and money could be
That's it.
spent better elsewhere. And one of the values
I'm
that
gonna tell you one value right now. You're gonna make YouTube videos. You should get one of these mics.
Civilian structure
Like,
complete.
this is a better mic. I would say.
Logistics upgrade
That's a
complete.
Blue Yeti. Those aren't as good.
doesn't align with mine is that of the designer industry's wastefulness.
This is what Coach's dumpster looks like, and they slash everything up.
An
They slash them
excellent
up so you
plan.
can, I guess, resell them or try to return them or something for money. But basically,
Finally.
it's trash. Their merchandise.
Okay.
Many designer brands are notorious for intentionally destroying their extra product. Coach was called out for it after that video that you just saw.
Let
and
the
in 2018,
bidding
Burberry was
commence.
called out for incinerating their unsold products.
This is a very widespread practice.
I don't really
Empire
think this is that
research
big of a deal,
complete.
personally.
Civilian
Their stuff, they
structure
can do with what they want
complete.
with it. But yeah, I mean, it is a waste. It definitely is a waste.
Warfare
throughout
research
the fashion
complete.
industry. It doesn't just affect
Civilian
luxury
structure
houses, it also
complete.
affects the high street. In fact, we had H&M, doing something similar quite recently. It is, the result for me of years and years of mass production, and to a certain extent,
Somebody could have eaten that bag. That's true. There's a starving family out there could have eaten that. Bro, that pair of shoes, they could have eaten that. Raw materials aren't infinite. Yeah, but like all I'm saying is like, I don't like going down the path.
Civilian
of
structure complete.
What is and is not acceptable to do with like something that you own legitimately. I think that if you
Mining
own something,
upgrade
you own
complete.
the autonomy to
An
decide what you want to do
excellent
with it.
plan.
Now,
Finally.
somebody can say it's stupid, and it is stupid. But in their perspective, like, I see where they're coming from.
The auction prize
Because
belongs to you.
If you give this to Salvation Army, and then they got a hobo walking around with a Gucci suit on,
What would
people
you
gonna
ask
see
of
that,
me?
and then they'll want to buy one. So it's like, I get it. I definitely get it. It's like whenever, you know, like WoW, where like they make an achievement
Civilian
easy,
structure complete.
and then nobody cares about it anymore. I get it.
An industry that is profoundly inefficient.
Civilian structure complete.
I don't think inefficient is the word.
Our fleet has engaged the enemy.
Which is understandable.
Got a job for me?
Yeah.
I won't let you down.
What would you ask of me?
Or burnt,
Civilian structure complete.
That's right.
I'll see to it.
It's
our time is short.
That's what they don't want to deal with.
Their death will be quick, but not
painless. They don't want to have
painless.
poor people to have it.
Civilian structure
like
complete.
That's what it is.
I bring glorious death. Empire research complete.
Why would we throw away our clothes? Yeah, I don't understand. Why would I throw away the clothes? Why would I?
Warfare
What do you think?
research
Buying
complete.
an OTK hoodie
Our
is a fucking
time
status
is
symbol?
short. An
It's a
excellent
hoodie to support the
plan.
work. Like,
Planet
I mean,
lockdown complete.
maybe at TwitchCon
Civilian
it could
structure
be, but besides
complete.
that, ain't nobody gonna know what the fuck it is.
Finally.
You think you're gonna buy that bald hat that I made? It's a balding statement? That's okay. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Yeah, we don't do that shit. Give us the same shirt. Make one of these. I could make you. You know what I should do? I should make a plain white T-shirt and then sell it for $100.
Joker in The Dark Knight, causing chaos. But I think this practice nicely captures the combined wastefulness and illusion of scarcity that defines the designer world.
Yeah.
From an environmental standpoint, the fashion industry is a menace to our planet.
I remember I had this, I'll just tell y'all.
Logistics upgrade complete.
That took everybody's rent money. And she bought a $6,000 Louis Vuitton bag with it. She stole everybody's rent money and just bought this bag with it.
What would you ask of me? Planet item online.
That shit was fucking funny to me. Oh my god.
I know that sounds dramatic. It kind of blew my mind to learn about how menace to our planet. And I know that sounds dramatic. It kind of blew my mind to learn about how awful the fashion industry was.
Our time is short.
But listen to this. This is from a
Empire
Bloomberg
research
article.
tier
The global glut
complete.
of clothing is an environmental crisis. Quote, fashion accounts for up to 10% of global carbon dioxide output.
That's a lot.
More than international flights and shipping combined, according to the United Nations Environment Program. It's the second most...
I think this is a bit deceptive.
In the
I don't think this is
Empire's
really
honor.
point. Because are we talking
Empire
fashion
research
industry? Are we talking
complete.
textiles? Because
Our
of
fleet
discounted
has engaged the
JCPenney?
enemy.
Or is this just like Versace and Gucci? Because I'm pretty sure they're talking about
No
everything.
turning back.
Not just
Research
luxury
rate
goods.
upgrade
And
complete.
like luxury goods, this
I'll
is like
see
a
to
1%
it.
of a
Death
1%.
to the
You see what I'm saying?
enemy. Civilian
Like
structure
most
complete.
people are buying
Warfare
dungarees
research complete.
at Walmart. They're buying the
Death
Mario
to the
movie
enemy.
shirt at Walmart. Cheap goods
An
are 99%.
excellent plan. Control group created.
behind oil, which is oil.
In the
I want to be clear, not
Empire's
all of that
honor.
waste is from designer brands
Death
alone.
to
I
the
actually think
enemy.
the larger culprits are
In
fast
the
You know, if I ever
Empire's
got a
honor.
collaboration, I actually read something. Asmon by Balenciaga. If I ever had a collaboration with them, I would try to make all of the clothes that I made with them have as many
Civilian structure complete.
references to conspiracy theories and Satanism as possible. I would make it to where like
Finally.
there were like tons of like
Wait,
4chan
next
threads about it,
Control
like trying
group
to dissect
created.
it, like just to
An
make it, just to
excellent
fucking
plan.
freak people out. Yeah, the shirt is why?
Civilian
Because it'd be
structure
fucking funny.
complete.
That's why.
Yes. The time has come to kill.
Uniqlo, because they
Yes,
just
I
promote
don't have all
hyper
day.
overconsumption
I
and
will
hyper
take it under
overdisposal and
advisement.
really short trend cycles. And actually, the fashion industry could probably take a few lessons from designer brands in the idea of trying to build things that are going to be more long-lasting and
Yeah.
higher quality, so that you're not constantly having to go.
To be fair, most people don't even use these things. They have like a Chanel
Our
bag,
time is
and
short.
then they use the one that comes from Target.
Speak.
90% of the time, that's why they don't get fucked up. Another reason is because they don't use them.
Buy new things. That being said, designer brands don't get away scot-free here. Sure, they might not be following the increasingly short trend cycles of TikTok, where styles go out of fashion within weeks, but designer brands still pump out new trends throughout the seasons, effectively adding to the culture of overconsumption as people try to follow the latest styles. This type of overconsumption not only hurts our planet, but also our wallets. If you want to hear more about that topic, be sure to check out my other video, How Consumerism Ruins Our Planet and Finances.
Stop buying
Beyond
shit.
fueling
I like
overconsumption,
that.
the materials that luxury brands use have a major impact. You've got some brands using animal parts like skins and teeth to create their products,
upgrade complete.
Leave him alone.
Warfare research complete.
Let him sit there. Don't leave him alone. He doesn't. Now, I will say also, this is I don't give a fuck if people want to go kill an animal to make it into a bag. Hey,
what would you ask
that's
of
fine
me?
with me.
I'll see to
but
it.
Just don't kill too many of them.
Excellent plan.
Because then it's gonna mess up the environment and shit.
Planet item online. Our time is short.
This is like a rare.
Finally.
This is like a rare spawn. Like, bro, don't kill the rare spawn.
What would you ask of me?
You know what it's like? It's like somebody that goes and they kill one of the rare spawn hunter pets in WoW instead of taming it.
Empire research complete.
It's just fucked up to do that.
System still cooling. We'll strike soon enough.
Yeah.
Planet lockdown complete.
It drops a rare transmog? Yeah, but like, I mean, at least let them live his life for the most of it, you know? People can enjoy the animal.
Empire research complete.
Their own ethical questions, and you've also got the environmental impact of creating the raw materials used for the products. Things like cotton growing, cattle farming, mining, all of these are incredibly energy intensive.
Very true, but the
survey nanites have discovered an unforeseen advantage.
Like this is like 1% of that, probably less than that.
I'll see to it.
It's really not because of that specifically.
With Kering, the company that owns Gucci and YSL, finding that 75% of its environmental impact comes from raw material production
Warfare
and
research
alone.
complete.
Now, I know those are a lot of facts and figures about environmental impact, and you might be like, hey, this video is supposed to be about money and how these brands keep me poor. But I think that wastefulness is an inherent part of the conversation, because there is a link between climate change and poverty, and the worse that climate change gets, the worse the divide between the rich and poor gets.
Finally,
let's talk about the opportunity cost of buying designer brands.
Logistics
AKA,
upgrade
how rich
complete.
would you be if you didn't buy designer items?
It's true. I don't know if it's true or not.
Purchase. And no refunds.
Empire research complete. Control group created. Exploratory nanites have found exotic resources. Control group created. Let the bidding commence.
She lost me there. I mean,
civilian structure complete.
Read
I'll see to it.
I would write on. Somebody goes, they tell me the Earth is flat. I'm like, nope, that's in the garbage. This one's not in the garbage, but I'm holding it over the garbage.
Civilian structure complete.
Bro, I'm gonna be real. Like, I'm a climate change believer. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I really apologize, but you light a cigarette in a house, it's gonna make the house smell like a cigarette. You have a barbecue, people smell it from the other street.
I'll handle it cautiously.
Cities can get pollution.
This will be a gamble.
People live in these fucking Chinese
cities.
It's like smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day. They're wearing masks like it was COVID 10 years ago. You gonna
Our
tell me
fleet
that
has engaged the enemy.
Small-scale pollution can exist.
This will be a gamble. Control group created.
I need some excitement. How about some attack orders?
Are they right about the scale
Empire
of it?
research complete.
I don't know.
The auction prize belongs to you. Tell me you have a plan. What can we do? I'll handle it cautiously. Fight or die. No other choice.
How much money would you have?
A popular defense of
Shields breached. Do we fall back?
If you didn't buy designer, okay.
A popular defense of buying designer items is that they're investment pieces. For some, that means that they'll last a long time rather than just being thrown away within a year.
Tell me you have a plan. This will be a gamble.
I'll let y'all know one thing. Let's see, what do I got right here?
A risky maneuver.
This monitor y'all are on, like right here. I'm gonna look. See that's you guys right here. You guys got. I had this monitor in 2010. I got this monitor.
Armor
These
down.
lights right here.
Brace for direct
hits.
hits.
Those lights.
Our time
I got
is
this
short.
at Sam's Club. My mom bought this for me. I was like 16 years old, 15
excellent
years old.
plan.
2005.
Empire research complete.
This desk was 2017. That desk is 2004. That chair is 2004.
We shall
that
rule again.
Off the side of the road, so it's probably from the 90s. Like, if you don't fuck shit up,
warfare research
it's
complete.
Gonna last. Like, oh, I got one right here. Take a look at this.
Speak. Finally.
Fuck that Gucci blanket
Snarby
shit. This is
by.
a Legend of Zelda original. Look at this right here. Let's see if I can find this. Y'all can see it here. Where we at? Legend of Zelda. This is a blanket.
Our time is short.
Like, I've had this my whole life. And you know what? It smells like shit. But I just put it in the washer and it'll be fine. That's my blanket. Am I screaming for the end? Yeah, the end ain't coming because that's mine. Well, jealous having that blanket and anything else, bro. I got a lot of really cool stuff, man. I got so much cool stuff downstairs. So yeah, see an ultraviolet light.
Civilian structure complete.
Like you go blind from how bright it would be. But yeah, the chair looks like it lasts a long time. Brenda's that? Oh, the razor chair? Yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah, this chair lasts a while, huh? Damn.
Speak.
But no, I mean, like I
Planet
think
item
you take
online.
care of them, you don't fuck them around, and it's
Control
gonna be fun.
group
Like, I have
created.
It's a 2001 Mustang.
I'll see to it.
Snarby
standing by.
It's a nice car. I'm not looking to get a new car. It's great. Probably have stains from 2005 in your room.
Not
well,
enough
I got a
crystal.
cup from Wendy's from 2005 in my room.
True, but I would argue you don't have to spend designer brand prices to get something that's higher quality. There's a lot of other options out there that are a little more
Exploratory
affordable.
nanites have found
because
exotic
if you buy
resources.
something that's last 10 years,
Survey
but you spend
nanites
10 times
have
as much
discovered
on
an
it. But you
unforeseen
can buy a piece of
advantage.
shit once every 2 years.
Standing
It's like
by.
1/10 the price.
Warfare
so if you're trying
research
to
complete.
min-max, it's actually
Empire
better to buy a
research
piece
complete.
of shit every once in a while than buy a really good thing once.
The Orculus awaits your orders.
Like after, look at this shirt.
What would
for
you
example.
ask of
like this
me?
shirt came out a
An
pack
excellent
of 6
plan.
shirts just like this shirt. Is this a nice shirt? Nah, bro. But whenever I'm done with this shirt and it gets torn up, it's like, who gives a fuck? I just get another one. Who cares? It's freedom, man. Not be attached to bullshit.
Not
Being
enough
investment
crystal.
is literally as an investment. It's something that they can buy one day and then resell later on and make a profit from. This is a very popular argument for our
Bro, you only get that like for cars. People do this. They think this for
Our
cars. Bro,
time
you
is
have to be dropping
short.
probably 400
I'll
to
see to
600
it.
minimum.
The Orculus
4,000
awaits your orders.
on a car for it to appreciate in value, and then on top of that, you have to keep it in tip-top condition. You have to like not drive it around all the time, bro. Yeah, right. Like we're in a weird situation. Somebody says not true. Like we're in a weird situation. We have been recently with cars because of that whole chip shortage thing and a couple of other things. Sure, but like that's like a fucking that's like a secondary variable. That's got nothing to do with it.
friend, the Birkin bag.
I have been collecting these bags for a minute.
Our time is short.
According to Time magazine in 2016, quote, the Birkin bag outpaced both the stock market and the price of gold in the last 35 years. a time period chosen to reflect the date when Birkin bags were first produced in 1981.
Okay.
Exploratory nanites have found exotic resources.
Compared to the S&P average of 8.7% a year and gold's negative 1.5%. But there's a few problems
Exploratory
with this logic.
nanites
Being,
have found
like
exotic
resources. The price tag on
Exploratory nanites have found exotic resources.
You have to have a purchasing history
The
of impairment,
Oculus
so you have
awaits
to
your
include that in what you're investing.
Exploratory
And since
nanites
you're
have found
you're
exotic
probably gonna wanna
resources.
take insurance out on it.
What
That's
would
gonna
you
cost
ask
Bro,
of
you get
me?
insurance on a bag? The only reason I have car insurance is because the fucking state tells me I need it.
Empire research
Insurance
complete.
on a bag. Like,
Warfare
oh my
research
God.
complete.
I have insurance on my watches. You know you have a clock on your phone, right? Like, you know that, right? Have you looked at it before?
As well. It's weird to think about how fragile an investment something like a Birkin bag or designer product is, especially when compared to more traditional investment like stocks. Like spill your coffee in it, have your dog get a little too curious, and suddenly you have lost thousands of dollars.
Exactly. Because the true freedom, like true wealth is freedom in my opinion, and the freedom to not give a fuck is the best thing ever. Like, oh, something gets messed up? Fuck it. Throw it away, get something else. Who cares?
Not enough crystal.
God, that feels fucking good. Never worry about shit like that. That is the only thing I like, man. Yeah, never want to worry about any of that bullshit. You can use a watch as a compass. Do you have Google Maps? I tell you one thing, is a compass is not going to be on top of a satellite. You ever seen Google Maps? You got some crazy shit on these phones nowadays, man. Hey, look. They can do some crazy stuff.
What would you ask of me?
Resale value? Can't say that ever happens to me with my stock portfolio. So before we end, I thought it'd be really interesting to crunch some numbers to see how rich you could be if you didn't buy a designer bag and you instead invested
Our
in
fleet has engaged the enemy.
Which is one of my personal
Enemy
favorites.
forces have
so
arrived.
Let's say you have $3,500
What would you
in
ask
disposable
of
income,
me?
which is the money that you have left over
Preparing
after taxes
for
and utility
phase
essentials.
jump.
In choice A, you decide to splurge $3,500.
Well, we have a choice. What about choice
glorious
Board 8 Yacht Club?
Yes.
I hope we have this one included because
the time has come to kill.
Obviously you can't just.
What are your
let's go.
orders?
Like, where's a Board 8 Yacht Club? Like, you gotta probably be a billionaire
Empire
by
research complete.
Another bag like this one from Louis Vuitton. In choice B, you decide to buy a nice quality purse from someone like TJ Maxx, and you put the remaining
Exploratory nanites have found exotic resources.
S&P 500.
Control
now,
group
jumping 10 years
created.
ahead, let's say that you can sell that Louis Vuitton bag for $3,500. I'm putting that in there because I don't feel like it's a level where you could sell it for more, and also
The Oculus
the ones that sell for more are only like specific ones, and usually the ones that
approach one of our
value
planets.
are the super fucking expensive
What would
ones.
you
It's
ask
not
of
like
me?
just the run-of-the-mill ones sell for a lot, and they resale high. It's only the shinies. Yeah, it's only the rare spawn bags where they only made. So these bags were made basically.
Warfare research
Balenciaga
complete.
paid
Control group created.
Blackwater
Hostile
to
forces are
go
sieging our
into
planet.
a endangered species fucking encampment in a fucking impoverished African nation and kill all of the white tigers. And so each of these bags
standing by.
is worth like
Planet item
$5,000.
online.
And yes, maybe that one will make more money, but all of the other ones will not. Like your $4,000 fucking
reached.
bottom of the barrel Gucci bag is not going to sell for more money. It's just not. Like it doesn't go that way. It's only the expensive ones.
there's probably going to be a level of wear and tear.
Yeah.
We're going to be generous and say you're able to sell it for
so everybody is a wear and tear. Think about this fucking shit.
One of our colonies has been
lost. How much it's going to be if it's PSA 10. Bro, Miz sent that shit in, and he opened that straight out the box.
Speed.
And it was a PSA 8.5
Control
or a
group
PSA
created.
9. Getting a PSA 10 is
I'll
hard.
see to it.
Because it's RNG.
You've made a fine purchase.
Exactly.
No
You
refunds.
bought it. Profit being $0. Looking at Choice B though, and using the S&P 500's historical average of 11.8% growth, your $3,450 has now become $10,525. That's a $7,075 increase. If you're paid the national average of $28.10 an hour and you work 40 hours a week, that
Our
growth
time is
equals
short.
Wait, the average is
An
$28?
excellent plan.
Not the mean.
Civilian
That's
structure
not the
complete.
median, right? Like,
I'll
there's no
see
fucking
to
shot
it.
that half of the jobs in the U.S. pay more than $28. That's a
Warfare
no-shot
research
situation. Like,
complete.
That's
Our
getting
time is
inflated like
short.
a motherfucker by like some
An
lawyer that's
excellent
charging
plan.
$2,000 an hour.
Planet
No way.
item
That's average of being
online.
scammed. Yeah.
Speed.
weeks of your working
Planet
life. That's a month and a
lockdown
half earlier that you could
complete.
retire and
I'll
live the life
see
of
to
your
it.
dreams. And if Choice
An
A continues to buy
excellent
designer products throughout their
plan.
life, the gap between their life and the wealth they could be building is going to continue to grow. And look,
Yeah, but this girl is stupid because she forgot the most important thing. These girls are not going to be able to post a picture on Instagram that gets 40 likes from people that don't like them, secretly don't like them on their Instagram profile. So she just totally forgot about that whole factor. Yeah, they're not going to get 40 likes on Instagram for a picture of a stupid fucking bag.
for some people, that might be totally worth it, and that's fine.
We
The
shall
social
rule
signaling
again.
and the enjoyment that they get from having designer products might be worth more than that extra time not
Oh, I agree. If you like
Civilian
buying
structure
designer
complete.
shit, buy it. The thing is, this is what I said before, right? It's
Control
you got
group
one life to live.
created.
Don't let some girl on the internet, some fucking baldy on the internet
Finally.
tell you what to do with your money. If you want to buy Gucci and you want to buy Supreme, you want to look fresh to death, you want to be dripped out, do it. If it makes you happy. Never let anybody tell you that you can't do what makes you happy, unless it's illegal. And even some of those are probably fine. It's just, laws are stupid. But most of those probably not that good. Other than that, let people do whatever they want to do. Yeah, but make sure that it makes you actually happy.
working or building up wealth. Despite all the personal opinions, people can and
Civilian
will
structure
choose what
complete.
they want to spend their time and money on. But what I hope this thought experiment and this video
construction
overall can do
completed.
is to help us think a little bit differently about designer brands and how we spend our money. Money is time, and I think it's always a good idea to reflect on how we are spending both of them. So what do you think? Have you bought designer before? And
Warfare
did you feel like it was worth
research
the high price
complete.
tag or
Empire
not really? Let me
research
know what you
complete.
think in the comments below. I'd be really curious to hear. And also
gotta
let me
read
know
some of
if
these
you have a
comments.
topic that you'd like me
Logistics
to cover
upgrade
next. If you want to see
complete.
more, be sure to check out my other video essays like this one on influencer
Planet
culture or this
item
one on the stay-at-home
online.
girlfriend trend. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like
What
and
would you
subscribe.
ask
Please,
of
the
me?
algorithm lords, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
I will say that,
I'll see to it.
I'm very much a traditionalist guy. I have no problem with a stay-at-home girlfriend, stay-at-home wife. That's what I would expect to do. If I had a girlfriend or a wife, she was having kids with her, obviously she could stay home. If she wanted to, I wouldn't be like, wouldn't lock her in the house, right? But like that would be a lifestyle that I think is probably good, right? I mean, I think that's just, my mom was home a lot. She had a lot of time to spend with not just me, but Cody, Jeff, Zach, Cameron, Lowell, AJ, fucking everybody, Sean, Dylan, the other fucking AJ, like all of us, like, right? And so like we grew up like that, and it was great. We were so lucky to have her, and like that's the way I see it. So I got no problem with that if a girl wanted to work or whatever. But I'm very much a traditionalist kind of guy, and I think stay-at-home wife, stay-at-home girlfriend's totally fine. But people might not look at
Empire
it that way.
research complete.
It's all about consent. That's what it's about. It's about consent. But either way, as I'm turning to Greek, bro, you think I'm gonna let her cook me up a fish?
What would you ask of me?
You think I'm gonna let her cook me up a fish when there's steak in the world? No, I don't want to.
Civilian structure complete.
I catch a fish, maybe throw it back in the water. It could be fun to do, but I ain't gonna eat it. No. So yeah. Anyway, this is a great video. I really like this video. I'm gonna
Item construction completed.
This is good.
Warfare research complete.
I think there were a couple of the things, like with the textile industry, doesn't really have to do with luxury brands. Luxury brands are like 0.1% of that. But, you know, I think they're all wasteful to an extent. Yeah, swordfish, you gotta try it. Why? What if I get hurt? It's literally in the name. It's a swordfish. Why would I eat a sword? Once my sister told me when you're buying something, you're not spending money, you're spending time, and all the time it takes you to work to earn that amount.
Finally,
a better option is to buy a bag from craftsman that supports the community, and you can directly trace its origin, one of a kind, not to mention it will cost a lot less. Yeah, but can you post a picture of that on Instagram? This guy has no idea what he's talking about. Dangerous to think that you're immune from FOMO just because you don't like designer brands. There's always something else that will grab you and give you that feeling. There's nothing wrong with being involved with FOMO. FOMO is fine. The problem is the emptiness that it creates. So, like, if you buy a Supreme shirt and you're actually happy, then I think it's fine. So, like, I'll give you an example, right? So, like, I played World of Warcraft a long time. I put 15, like, probably $35,000 into that game. I was going to say how many days, but like, I put $35,000 into that game. Let's say half that's $8,000, probably was. But let's say $20,000, somewhere around there. I don't think I'd spend a single hour because I was doing something that I enjoyed, and it made me happy. That's it. I don't regret that for a second. I had so much fun playing games like this. It was
civilian structure complete.
It was so fucking fun. Talking about being delusional. You literally can't, like, this is a perspective, this is a subjective evaluation.
What are your
Let's see
orders?
here, my dad really falls for the whole salesperson treating you poor technique. Oh my god, that is so weird. What you said about Pretty Woman effect is so true.
Civilian structure
prove
complete.
It to everybody else. God, man, if you gotta prove something to the world's already won.
Our fleet has engaged the enemy.
I was with some
I'll handle it cautiously.
2016, and then just completely stopped.
You failed to place a bid. Mining
it's a bit of
complete.
That, right?
Civilian structure complete.
Deliberately rude.
Enemy forces have arrived.
Well, I've had people, salespeople, like, be rude to me, and like I don't really care because like I just look at this as like a vendor. You know, it's like
we're running out of time.
If they say fuck you, I'm busy. It's like okay, so you know, I can still buy something. But, like I don't really care. It's like an NPC. I don't care what you tell me.
Civilian structure
like, there was, like,
complete.
one time some guy like yelled at me because I was putting in my card too early, and like
no
everybody freaked out about it. And like the person that came over, I didn't even realize
civilian structure
it was
complete.
a problem. I didn't even realize it. I was like,
prisoners.
what are y'all doing?
Speed.
Is my
I'll
prescription ready?
see to
No?
it.
Okay, well yeah. I mean, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Starbase standing by.
Why would I give a fuck?
Civilian structure complete.
Kill every last one of them.
I remember Ninja would be such a salty bitch whenever he would lose sometimes in PUBG, and I fucking loved it.
Back in April 2018, when Ninja was gaining 200 million views per month on YouTube, setting world records with Drake over on Twitch, and earning 5 million.
Like, for context, like, my YouTube channel gets like 40 to 50 million views a month. So you take that, and you're talking about that much more. That's like 5 times as much.
$1 million a month from his creator code.
Yeah, I think the most I've ever made in a month off of the creator code was like 5 mil.
Failure probably felt like an impossibility.
That's some fucking crazy shit. $5 million just from the creator code. Right, that's just from Fortnite. That's not even talking about YouTube. That's not talking about sponsors, Twitch subs, anything like that. That's insane.
The past 3.5 years have been somewhat of a sobering reality check for the former king of Fortnite, forcing him to come to terms with the fact that at a certain point in his journey, whether he knew it or not, something went horribly wrong. His YouTube viewership has dropped by a mind-blowing 97% to between 4 and 6 million views per per month. His Twitch viewership has dropped by an almost equally severe 92%, from 125,000 average concurrent viewers to approximately 10,000, all while his various social...
It's like back, the thing is with that is like you're never gonna hold on to that level of fame. Like with Ninja was so fucking popular that it was just, it was insane. Like it was absolutely fucking insane. Didn't we watch this? Wait, did I watch this? I don't think I did. 2001, December? Oh, there's no shot I watched this. So here's the thing, is like you're not going to, you get up to highs and then, like especially back then, like for example, like nobody was getting 125,000 viewers back then. Yeah, nobody was getting 125,000 viewers back then. Like that did not happen. Like I remember back then, like 2001, yeah. It just doesn't happen. Now, obviously, like, people have grown as the website has grown. And, like, that was a lot. Like, 20K viewers back then was, like, 50 or 40K viewers now. Like, that was a lot of fucking viewers. Like, 40... Like, the top of Twitch was, like, 30,000 viewers. And, like, that was it. Very rarely did things ever go above that. And, like, I remember I had a few streams where I just completely popped off. And it was, like, insane how much more it was. But, yeah, breaking 10K was huge. So, like, yeah, I remember this. Like, but Ninja was, like, so popular. Like, Ninja, whenever you really put it into perspective, Ninja, like, had such a huge popularity spike with Fortnite. It was ridiculous. Like, he was on, like, you know, he was, like, interacting with, like, you know, celebrities constantly. He was making, like, $5 million worth on the creator code. It was insane. He was big. Like, Ninja, even now, is the most famous gamer by a mile. Like, if you don't consider, like, PewDiePie or Mr. Beast. You just look at the numbers and like how many followers Ninja has and everything, and like the recognizability, right? Like you can say like there's a lot of people. There's like you know, like iBuyFaker, XQC. Absolutely, these guys are really popular, but I'm talking about mainstream knowledge. I think if you went to like a Target and you showed a picture of Ninja to 1,000 people, everybody in that random building, more people would recognize Ninja than any of those other people on the list. That's the truth. That's what I think. Because like you guys, I feel like a lot of people might not remember how popular he was. It was insane.
Media follow accounts such as Instagram have been in complete and utter freefall. Perhaps a severe, unprecedented fall was the only inevitable outcome after such a fast, unbelievable rise to fame in the first place. Only 6 months prior to gaining 200 million views per month, Ninja was basically a nobody. He had appeared on the television show Family Feud.
What do you do?
I'm a professional video game player. I travel across the country and compete playing video games.
And he gained a small internet following of around 100,000 YouTube subscribers as a professional Halo player dating all the way back to 2009.
Charges in, but Ninja's nowhere to be found. Your killer awaits your orders.
However, Battle Royale seemed to be the genre that Ninja had been born to play. He began to mess around with H1Z1 all the way back in 2015.
Halo was horrible. No one really on Twitch watches it.
What would you
and then I switched over to H1Z1.
Yeah, Halo's fucking boring to watch. That's why. It's because the developers refuse to make a VR for it for some reason that nobody understands.
And by early 2017, only 2 years later, Ninja had set the world record for the most kills ever in a single H1Z1 match, while also becoming ranked #1 for North American H1Z1 players, resulting in
Ninja was actually like really fucking good. A lot of people might not realize this, but like back in the day, like Ninja, and probably even now, like Ninja was actually a really good player. And I think that whenever you see a lot of people that are very popular with these things, a lot of them, there is like a certain degree of like actual like professional level skill involved. Yeah, he was legit. He was insane.
At my prime in H1Z1 when I was going for my kill records and getting 30 kill games and stuff like that, I was averaging like 10,000 viewers a day.
Ninja would display a similar level of skill after switching to PUBG, often finishing games with upwards of 20 kills, and having built a strong foundation with Battle Royale experience, a seamless trend.
Another thing that was really big here was whenever Dr. Disrespect had the thing happen, right? Where like, you know, he cheated on his wife and everything. So like this is the exact same time. So like right back then, Dr. Disrespect was like he was the big dick, right? Like everybody watched Doc every fucking day for PUBG. He was the most popular PUBG streamer by a fucking mile.
What would you
and
ask
so what
of
happened
me?
is that after Doc just completely disappeared, a lot of people, I guess like, yeah, to an extent, Shroud was there too. Like, yeah, you're right. But like, especially as soon as Doc left, there was a big vacuum with like a lot of viewers. And Shroud was more popular. Shroud more popular. It went back and forth. You're right. It was actually like, yeah, it might have been Shroud, it might have been Doc. I think it depended on the day. But either way, they were both extremely popular. So like, as soon as Doc stopped streaming for a while, I remember watching Ninja stream in PUBG and people calling him the Dr. Disrespect waiting room, and him saying like, I don't really care if people call me that. I'm just glad they're watching. So like, that actually really helped Ninja out a lot whenever Doc stopped making content, because a lot of his viewers went to find somebody else. And it's like, also Ninja acted like a clown, like Dr. Disrespected. Shroud just popping caps and asses. Like, he's like, yeah, okay, well, okay, you're dead. Oh, we won another game? Nice. All right, Justin, you want to queue again? All right, cool. Another victory for me. And that was it, right? Like, he was very relaxed. And so, like, but Ninja was standing up, screaming at the mic, acting like a fucking animal. So guess what? A lot of people that watched Dr. Disrespect watched the next best thing, which was another guy that acted like a clown. That's what it is. Relax more like boring? No, I didn't think it was boring at all. I watched it every day. Fuck you saying that's boring. Fuck you. Learn some respect.
Position into Fortnite was almost guaranteed. When considering the previous information about his skill as a professional H1Z1 and PUBG player, it should come as no surprise that Ninja was a natural at Fortnite from the very first week. He dropped his first 20 kill game only 12 days after the game's release.
We are assembled.
20 more bitches!
In his first 25.
It's like, look at that, like, bro, look at this goofball shit.
Our time is short. Civilian structure complete.
What the fuck is that shit, dude? Just goofing and clowning and flailing around, right? Because everyone sucked back then. That's right. So the big reason why Ninja was so popular in PUBG, or not PUBG, in Fortnite, is because Ninja, like, the learning curve for him was way faster. Like, Ninja was getting to like level 5 whenever everybody else was on like level 1 or 2, or maybe 3.
Game only 3 days after that. The audience didn't flock to his channel on the very first day. However, the fact that Fortnite had a new audience meant that Ninja had exposure to a new audience. This new audience,
I think also, like, whenever the game was getting way more popular with a lot of people, that's also whenever it happened. First mover advantage, big, also his talent. I think what really put Ninja on the map, in my opinion, was the big kill games. Is because like a lot of people, like in general with BRs are boring to watch if the person who you're watching sucks at the game, because they're constantly. It's like, you know what they used to call me whenever I played Warzone? They used to call the game John McCain Simulator, because I spent the whole time in a fucking gulag. It's like nobody wants to, people don't want to watch that shit. They want to watch you come back over and over and over, right? They want to watch some shit happen. Yeah, that's what it is.
Liked him as he carried over a genuine, almost toxic personality that he developed during the H1Z1 and PUBG days, when it only had a small following. The fact that he had this small following meant he really had nothing to lose with regards to how he acted on camera. He could be toxic, kind, annoyed, happy, whatever. It didn't matter because it always came off as authentic and genuine. In addition to this, his small audience meant he wasn't inundated with sponsorships, business opportunities, and other extracurricular activities chewing up his time. It was just raw, unfiltered gaming all day, every day, trying to become as skilled as possible.
And also, like, he was live all of the time. Like, that was another really big factor, is that, like, Ninja was live, like, 15 hours a day. Like, he was on Adderall, fucking popping off, grinding like fucking crazy. And like, that's the thing is, like, whenever I feel like my stream is like really popping off and like I want to be live, like that's the same with whenever like Lost Ark, right? I was doing 10-hour days every day, basically. I still kind of am, right? Even though now we're pretty much just chilling. Yeah, it's like 2 streams per day, like Shroud back in the C9 days. Yeah, basically, yeah, XQC streams all the fucking time, right? Consistency is a big fucking thing, because like a lot of people, this is what happens, right? Is they get very popular, then they get complacent and they stop streaming as much. In my opinion, I think that people want to have a routine, and that's why I always, like, it is so hard for me to wake up early, but I do it almost, well, I don't stream on Mondays, right? But like I wake up early at 8 a.m. every single day because that is what I do. And that's it. Because the consistency is what matters, and that's what the big difference is. The streamers who have defined schedules, yeah, well, other people, like, I would stream more, but, like, I know what will happen if I, like, because people say, oh, just go live at 11:30. Okay, all right, that's fine, it's good, all right, yeah, I did that. And then, oh, let's just go live at 12:30. And then, meanwhile, 12:30 turns into 12:30 p.m., you know, or a.m., right?
Civilian
or, yeah,
structure
11:30 a.m.
complete.
or p.m. Like, I have a rotating schedule, which is what I do. So I will never have a normal schedule. That's it. The lot of conflicts and statements you made about nobody caring if you take a long break. Oh yeah, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. But it's not. The thing is that these two things do not exist like purely independently of each other, right? And like in order to build up hype and things like that, what you have to understand is that like before that long break, it's like almost like you become consistent and then inconsistent. It's better to go all in and then go all out than go half dick and then half dick. It's better to go all in, grind like fucking crazy, be as intense as you possibly can, put as much work into it as possible, and then cold turkey that shit, and then come back whenever you're ready to put that same energy in. That is my, like, that's what I've learned, that's what I've seen works, and I think that's the best way to do it. That's what I do, at least. Contra this up by making two objectively true statements. Yeah, there's a lot of people that they'll wait for me to say something that they don't really understand, and then they'll tell me that it's different. Oh, well, but you contradicted something I said earlier. Yes, there are a lot of things that are contradictory that are simultaneously true. Life is a matter of degrees. It's not a matter of binary experiences. It's not like, oh, well, you know, if this is true, then that's not true. That's not the way the world works.
Possible to provide the best content possible. With this approach, growth was inevitable. Ninja began to ride the tsunami-sized Fortnite wave as each and every gamer was looking for a new pro player to watch. 1 million views turned into 7 million views the next month, then 35 million views by January 2018.
Bro, I remember like Ninja one time he tweeted out there was like a picture of like him getting more interactions on Twitter than Ronaldo. Like that was like he was like the most popular athlete on Twitter, like athlete meme, right? Whatever, right? But like still, like that was ridiculous, man. And it's like I remember the day that he hit 100,000 viewers. Like I didn't even know that was possible. Like I had never seen somebody hit 100,000 viewers before on Twitch.
1 month later, at around the same point in time, approximately 3 months after the game's release, Ninja had become what many considered to be the best all-round player in the game, and was certainly one of the first people that came to mind when thinking about pro Fortnite players.
I think that there were a lot of people that were like, okay, they didn't really know Ninja. Like Ninja might not have been the best because there were probably other people that were. But Tfue was, yeah, I thought Tfue. Well, Tfue came later, and then there's a question like, is Tfue better than Ninja, right? Whatever. But like what I'm saying is like, Ninja was like the best person who was really well known.
His Twitch followers also exploded exponentially, growing from 500,000 to 3 million over the course of only 4 months, placing him in the position of the most followed Twitch streamer and the first streamer ever to reach 3 million followers. This would help him to then break the world record for the most concurrent viewers on a Twitch stream ever, after he and Drake streamed to 628,000 people, which would then be broken again after Ninja hosted an amateur professional tournament to over 680,000 people only 1 month after that. Ninja basically had a Fortnite viewership monopoly for the first 6 months of the game. He was better than everyone else, more dedicated to streaming than everyone else, had an excellent attitude, and was a generally likable person. Everyone could agree that at the time, his 125,000 average Twitch viewers per stream and 200 million monthly views on YouTube were 110% deserved. However,
absolutely they were. I mean, he was like the best player. He was streaming constantly, making content all the time. I mean, there's no question. Yeah, there's no fucking question. Nobody did it better. It's just that simple. He's toxic as fuck. Well, yeah, I mean, like, I like the Toxic Ninja. I thought that was funny. Tfue played at the same time as Ninja. It's just nobody's watching a stream. Tfue popped off after... So, like, this is what happened with Tfue, is that Tfue was like growing because like so Tfue and Cloak got signed by FaZe, and then after they got signed by FaZe, then Tfue got suspended, and he got suspended on Twitch because he said to kill somebody who was the short abbreviation of a raccoon.
Unfortunately,
and Twitch interpreted this as racist, even though Tfue said it was just a term that he referred to different players' skins as, you know, like a skin in Fortnite, by the way. And so it was like, okay, like it's hard to really know what happened. And it's like, okay, whatever, right? But then as soon as that happened, the internet in general took Tifu's side on this. Right? Yeah, they in general took Tifu's side on this, and then his comeback stream was popular, and then he just kept popping off more and more and more.
The landscape was shifting underneath Ninja's feet. Other players, streamers, and YouTubers were beginning to match his skill level.
Hey, yo, there it is. There fucking is. See, I told you guys. Look at that.
In April 2018, Ninja's peak month on both Twitch and YouTube, we saw players like Tfue uploading 36 kill solos in solo matches, iDistortion was dropping a 30 bomb every second day, and generally speaking, the skill gap that had helped Ninja to stand out in the beginning had well and truly begun to close in 2018. As other players were becoming better at the game, there was now significantly more competition for Ninja's channel on Twitch, and in the days of PUBG, he explained that more competition hurt his overall viewership.
Dr. Disrespect, Shroud, Summit, Timitab, man, I have to compete with all of these people. Just take away of a huge pool of people from like when they're not on, I'm up to like 12, 13, 14K sometimes.
That's big.
In addition to increasing Twitch,
that's just the way Twitch viewership works. There's not a lot of people on Twitch, and Twitch viewership also is like what's the word for it? It's like zero sum. Because like on YouTube, for example, you watch one video, then the next video. But on Twitch, if you're watching one person, you're probably not watching two streams at the same time. And so that, it's not fickle. It's just that's the way it is. And Twitch is a small audience, so it's like you've got everybody competing for the same, like 1 or 2 million viewers.
Competition from individuals like Tfue, it seems as though Ninja began to invest less energy into what blew up in the first place, being a professional gamer, and rather focus more energy on being a branded celebrity.
And that's why he got worse at the game, is because you're thinking about doing all these fucking interviews and shit. You're gonna be busy. You're not, like, whenever you're doing these interviews flying around the country talking to celebrities, you're not practicing and grinding the game. And so that's also another big reason why Ninja, the difference like came in, because like remember Tfue never did any of this shit really. Tfue just played the fucking game. Like the main difference that Tfue did from like back in the day to like like whenever he first came out, and then is he started streaming without a shirt on sometimes. Like that was about that. That was like the biggest. That was like oh no, now he's not wearing a shirt. That was it.
Get involved in sponsorship deals with big companies.
That's why
he started flying around the country doing meetings and interviews.
The last 6 months, flying everywhere and doing all these interviews and meetings.
While he'd upgrade his streaming room to a super expensive top-tier Ninja dojo.
Embroidered Ninja chair. This is probably controlling all of the professional cameras in the room. Camera angle 1, camera angle 2, and camera angle 3.
Finally.
The room looked fantastic, there's no doubt about it, but it felt very commercial and it lacked the relatability.
People want to have the relatability and the commercial aspect. That's what it is. Like it's just like, yeah, they don't give a shit about like, oh wow, this is some cool event. If people cared about commercial events, they'd be sitting on television watching The View. Like they don't give a shit about that. They want real shit. The thing is, a lot of people watch streams because they're looking for content that is relatable. Like relatability is like way more important on Twitch than it is on YouTube, for example. So like that's why having things that are, it's like you even have like guys. Like there are guys that like, they feel more disconnected from you if you improve your life. Like if you start dating a girl, like I've had this happen, a lot of my viewers were pissed. They were like, well, he's different now, it's not the same, right? It's crazy. But it's true, like it actually is true.
Authenticity that had helped him to grow in the beginning. Now perhaps Ninja felt as though he needed to take this path of public appearances and material stream improvements in order to continue the growth of his brand. But other streamers like Tfue were certainly proving this to be the opposite. Turner was just this relatable dude living with his dad and brother at their messy suburban house in Florida. He'd win some...
Yeah, and then like every once in a while he opened it so shit would come through the window. Was this it?
Jump out the window, feel his backyard full of junk, and continue on playing. Now obviously it'd be ridiculous to think that Tfue or any other creator's rise was directly responsible for Ninja's fall, but it did show that there were other players and streamers who just seemed more focused, relatable, or watchable. Ninja's viewership...
It wasn't really just that, it was that people were watching Fortnite. Fortnite was a competitive game. So whenever people are watching Fortnite, they want to watch somebody who's good at the fucking game. So if you're not the best player, you're not getting a lot of views. You see what I mean? So like there are like certain people are popular because they're popular, but a lot of Ninja's popularity came from being very good at the game. If you're not good at the game, people aren't going to watch you.
It began to dive pretty rapidly in the 6 months after his peak, and in the process, it would also come to the surface that Ninja's extreme level of fame had brought about a further shift in his attitude and public image. As mentioned earlier, when Ninja was a comparatively smaller streamer, he really had nothing to lose when it came to being his authentic, unfiltered self. However, after blowing up, he made the conscious effort to shift his personality into what he thought the audience wanted, as opposed to just being his natural self, specifically for example, becoming family-friendly. Now, it's super understandable as to why he did this. Obviously,
he also stopped using profanity on his stream. Like, I'm pretty sure he did that. He didn't use profanity on stream because, like, he had a lot of kids watching, and he thought that, like, basically, so here's what happens. If a kid hears profanity, like, he hears the same, like, shit 3 times, it's like Beetlejuice, right? You hear it 3 times, and then the kid drops out of school and starts smoking weed. A lot of people might not know this because, you know, we don't have kids watching, but yeah, it's like Beetlejuice. Say fuck 3 times, kid starts smoking weed, drops out of school.
Control group created.
The fastest route to success is going to be deliver to the audience exactly what they want. However, when it comes to changing your own personality for the audience, you're getting into risky territory because you're starting to lose the authenticity that people followed you for in the beginning. And an authentic personality like what Ninja had in the beginning is not only an advantage, it's a requirement. It's the ability to say, here's what I think, if you don't like it, I don't care. If you then hate me, so be it, go watch someone else, I'll still be here streaming to those who enjoy what I do. Ninja had become the exact opposite of this. He'd given the audience complete and utter control of what he could and couldn't post. Literally, watch this clip where he doesn't even want to shout out his creator code or make a post on Twitter, as he didn't want to receive backlash from his audience.
I don't promote my creator code very much because I just get flamed by everybody. I can't tweet.
Well, this is what happened, right? Is that this is one thing that happens to content creators. Is like you go back, you look at. Remember whenever we watched that video of the Island Boys about how they were constantly like responding to people that don't like them? The best way that you can respond to people that don't like you, in my opinion, is to not only say fuck you, but say fuck you and do whatever they don't like you doing even more. Like you ignore them. Yeah, it's not only that. Like you do it even more. Right? It's like the best revenge. My mom always said the best revenge is living well. I said fuck that. The best revenge is fucking somebody up, right? But like she never got with that. But like it actually is true though. Like she was right. I'm just an asshole. Is that like if you go and you like if to make somebody, nobody wants to feel like they are insignificant. And I think that's what happens whenever you say stuff like that, right? Whenever you do whatever, right? Mom was right. No, she was right. Is that, like, now one thing that really pisses people off is, like, people will get mad at me and they'll see, like, oh, wow, Asmon's doing this or that, and I'm still successful. I'm still chilling. I'm still winning. Every fucking day I'm winning. And it doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you do, because if you're complaining about me, you don't fucking matter. And that's it. And the thing is, everybody says, you know what, like, that's good. So, like, the moment that you stop doing that, the moment that you lose that confidence, and I think that really it's internal confidence, that, like, because, like, at a certain point you believe what they're saying, and that's why you feel like you have to address it.
To the enemy.
You see what I'm saying? And so, like, whenever you feel like you're just, you know what you're doing, you're confident in yourself, that's what really people want to see.
9% of things I want to tweet, because, like, people will they just meme it. They make it into a meme. Selfies,
what can I fix for you?
Control group created.
All Ninja was doing was showing everyone how spineless he became. No wonder people started to hate him. Yet Ninja seemed totally...
Well, people did hate Ninja, and I think that people hated Ninja for, in my opinion, a stupid reason. They hated Ninja because he acted goofy and did funny stuff on stream. I don't think that's bad at all. I think that's funny. It's entertaining. What the fuck is wrong with that? Like, what's wrong with that? Like, you're just goofing and flailing and having fun, man. Yeah, people hated me. Yeah, the thing is, like, yeah, hate makes you popular quicker than being liked. Ninja was very well liked whenever he first started becoming popular. Yeah, he sold out to 9-year-olds. People hated him because he was popular as well. Yeah, I think that a lot of people wanted to, like, try to take you down a peg. You know, like, it's that attitude that a lot of people have. Crabs in a bucket type thing. And so, yeah, you definitely have that too.
Fully oblivious to the fact that it was because he completely abandoned his authentic personality in exchange for his family-friendly, pretending to be nice garbage that everyone could tell was completely fake.
Yeah. At some point, somehow, it became a whole thing to like dislike me. Everyone hated me.
You done it?
Like it became like a thing to pick on me.
That's the thing is, like, I always felt bad for Ninja in a way because like people would like meme on him and like say bad shit about him, etc. And it's like it felt like like people felt like they could do that, they could say that to him because he was like so much more popular. He deserved it. Why do you really think he deserved it though? Like I mean, why? Because like but like whenever you really break it down, like why did Ninja really deserve it? Did he deserve it because like because he didn't want to use profanity on his stream? Like what who deserves that? Like why? Like that's just weird. Like what like sold his soul? Who doesn't sell their soul for their career? Who doesn't do that? Like everybody does that. Like it's weird. It's like
Control group
it's just
created.
I think people it's like people like there's no justification for it. None whatsoever, man. Been shit on for that. Like that's crazy. People don't have empathy for millionaires. That's because they have jealousy instead. That's what it is. I think there's a lot of people that's the enemy. And I told y'all about this before, right? Whenever I said streamers should never talk about how they feel and like their problems with their audience. You know, like you can talk about something that it's like a big issue that's happened to you before, but like just in general, people will not empathize with you because you have like most people that are watching your stream. Most people that are watching you in general, these are people between the ages of 15 and 30, and especially 15 and 25. And if you are between the ages of 15 and 25, I can almost guarantee you that the biggest problem in your life is money. That is probably it. That was my biggest problem. That was all of my friends' biggest problems. And everybody else doesn't like let's say you're 42 years old, maybe you're in a position, there's a good chance you're in a better position than you were whenever you were 25, right? And so because of that, those people can't empathize with somebody who has the one thing that person feels would solve their life. Does that make sense? So like whenever you tell people like, oh, I'm sad, I'm depressed, you know, like I'm not doing my streams not doing as well, and it's like suddenly like, well, what do you mean your stream's not doing as well? Like you made like, you know, $10,000 last month. Let's say this is a small streamer comparatively to Ninja, right? Let's say make $10,000 a month. A lot of people would be lucky to make that in 6 months, especially back then, right? And there are like, let's say 3 months to make it a little bit more realistic. Right? And so that's the kind of stuff that happens, and like your audience begins to resent you because they feel like you don't appreciate what you have. So my best advice to any content creator at all, never tell people how you really feel about certain things like that, because not only will they not understand, but they will actively resent you for being in a position that they envy and not appreciating it in the way that they believe that they would appreciate it if they were in that situation. Just don't fucking do it. It's a bad idea. Same thing with athletes. Of course they do it because it's the same. It's money. Because it's money. Right? Money exacerbated his ego, though. He talked about how much money he had for no reason. Well, of course. Of course, yeah, he's happy. He's got a lot of money. Plenty of people do that. Yeah. Yeah, and like that's the thing. That's my point, though, right? Is that people are doing it because they want to bring his ego down. They feel like this person's ego is too big, and so they have some justification in their mind. Wow, this guy's got a really big ego. It's now it's acceptable for me to like pull this ego down because it doesn't align with my worldview. You see what I mean? Like somebody's ego doesn't matter.
What
it's
would
irrelevant.
You ask of me?
Yeah, it's an ego check. Yeah, but like, why do you need to do an ego check? You know what I think you need to do? I think the people that need to do ego checks are the ones that are doing the ego checks.
We shall rule again.
These are people like, because an actual person that doesn't have an ego doesn't care about it. I don't care if Ninja's bragging about how much money he has. This doesn't matter to me because I'm happy with my own life and I'm not worried about what he's doing. It's just, it comes from a place of insecurity. And it comes from a place of like this, like it's like, you know, main protagonist syndrome. You see what I'm saying? All streamers have a high ego, man. Stop defending it. Okay, so then what? So all streamers have a high ego. So okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Absolutely. But like, why is having having a high ego is not a justification to try to bring somebody down. And the idea that you do that, I think, is because you are the one who is insecure. That's what I'm really trying to get at. And as wrong people, you don't want people to be successful. They just, yeah, that's all there is to it. And I actually think that a lot of these things are not as complicated as people might think. Imagine if you sold out and went PG, would you still have so many fans or more haters? There are people that already said that I've sold out and gone PG because I don't say gamer words on stream because I'll get banned. Like, there's always going to be people that think this. Yeah, so having a high ego justifies their punishment, and so those that envy them can't admit it, so they hate streamers. Yes, yeah, they're looking for justifications. He wasn't strong enough to fight back with the haters, and thus he deserves what happens with them. I don't really think deserve, like, nobody, this is my opinion, nobody deserves anything in life. There's no causality. This isn't Berserk. There's no God out there. It's trying to determine, like, you deserve anything. I deserve this. You deserve this. You don't deserve anything. Shut up. I hate that.
To the enemy.
My robot stands ready.
You don't deserve anything. You only deserve what you have. You deserve what you can protect, what you can own, what you can keep.
Complaining now felt as though it was coming from a position of entitlement, like he was over-respecting.
Oh, bro, like, I bet y'all fucking hate this because I keep pausing. Like, this stream sniping thing, I literally made a joke about this shit yesterday. I made a joke about this shit yesterday. Like, he immediately reported somebody for stream sniping. Immediately. That shit was fucking funny, man. I love that. Like, that was the best.
Finally.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Stream sniping. And this was the first time, by the way. So the only other time that this happened is whenever, oh, bro, do y'all remember Grims in PUBG? And they added a horn to the cars. And people kept driving around school, honking the fucking horn. And Grims was going ballistic. It was so funny, and everybody fucking hated him for it. They absolutely fucking hated him for it. And it was just so dumb. And it was sniping him. No, can't find a word. It's like stream sniping is pussy bitch behavior, right? Whether you agree that somebody should get in trouble for it or not, I think we can all agree it's pussy bitch behavior. Like, that's little brother syndrome on little brother player 2 playing Xbox, throwing a grenade where you're standing. Yeah, it's definitely pussy bitch syndrome.
Respect from his audience, and that it was unfair that he had received so much hate. But criticism from the audience is the price of admission when you decide to become a streamer. And the fact that he continued to complain about being hated just meant he became more and more hated.
Exactly. The best way to deal with hate is to say, fuck you, I'm gonna do it even more. Fuck you, I'm gonna do it even more. Nope.
Looked for specific things to call him out on because they knew they'd get a reaction. Going back to the example of Tfue, you could tell that he didn't even care about the criticism, and therefore he received substantially less criticism in the first place. Now, Tfue wasn't perfect either. He always had something to complain about within Fortnite, but it wasn't in
That's why I liked watching him. That shit was fucking funny.
Same crybaby way, acting as if the whole world was always against him for some reason. However, for Ninja, the problem...
Well, it's like Ninja would feel like the world is against him. Like, it makes sense because, like, he's the most popular streamer at this point, and, like, everybody's talking about him trying to, like... Because this is just what happens, right? It's the same thing, again, I said with the Island Boys, right? Is that a lot of people go out of their way to, like, minimize your accomplishments and say, like, oh, what you did doesn't matter as much because of this or that or whatever. That's the kind of stuff that always fucking happens. And it's like, it's always that people say this shit to me. They say this shit to, like, every popular streamer, especially if it's a girl. Like, girls get it way worse. And the fact is that a lot of these things that happen, like, of course it gets in your head, man. Of course it fucking gets in your head.
Wasn't only increasing competition from better or equally skilled players with more likable personalities, the amount of people watching Fortnite was also beginning to decline. In the year after Ninja had hit his peak, Twitch's average daily Fortnite viewership dropped by 30 to 40%. Fortnite's Google Trend Graph followed a similar pattern. People were searching for the game less and less every single month. Videos discussing the potential death of Fortnite were going viral, and hating the game for whatever reason became the trendy thing to do. With Ninja's popularity being directly tied to Fortnite's popularity, if the game were to die, Ninja was...
Bro, I remember I watched this with Izzy. I watched this with Izzy. I was there as New Year's. Bro, and like, this is the thing, right? Is even Ninja memes about this. About the Pon Pon, right? Even Ninja memes about it. And like, that's fucking funny. Like, I feel like Ninja has actually, like, let me finish the video, right? But like, I feel like Ninja has actually, like, by embracing it, I think it's funnier. I'm not seeing enough movement. Come on, guys.
This is without a doubt the reason as to why Ninja began to play other games on stream. League of Legends, Apex Legends, Valorant, streaming hundreds of hours on each under the assumption that one of them might be the next big game. Now, it'd be unfair to say that this was a stupid idea. Obviously, streamers always have to be on the lookout for what might be the next big game opportunity. So, Ninja dedicated a high percentage of his limited stream time and many YouTube uploads to Valorant, assuming he'd be at the front of the pack when the Fortnite audience decided to migrate over, but the migration never really happened. And in the process, those who wanted to continue watching Fortnite got themselves hooked on.
It's because Valorant's just not as big of a game as Fortnite. Like, Fortnite was like, everybody, like my dad knows what Fortnite is. He doesn't know what Valorant is. It's literally that simple. Yeah, it's like the Fortnite splash was way too big.
Other streamers who were providing that Fortnite content, such as Cypher PK. It also didn't help that throughout this process, Ninja wasn't even streaming on the most viewed platform, Twitch, and had instead signed an exclusivity deal with Mixer worth an estimated $50 million. Now,
I always thought this was a good idea. I thought Ninja made the right call going to Mixer. Like, his stream was already declining. Like, it's like basically he got a golden parachute away that, like, it's like you secure the bag, and like his popularity was declining, and they bought him on like the downturn, and Mixer obviously didn't get their money's worth for it, but it doesn't matter because they still like Ninja popped off. Ninja did great.
Warfare research complete.
And it's so hard to comment on whether this was a good decision made by Ninja, because we don't really know what would have happened if Ninja simply stayed on Twitch. Plus, the money they paid him was absolutely insane. However, the amount they
Ninja's views were still declining, and like what happens is like whenever you start declining in views, you start declining in views because people feel like it's a dying stream, and so there's like an increased amount of negativity, and people that are unhappy with the stream content for whatever reason, they have a justification for like being right. So that's what happens. Same with dying games. Yeah, it's same with dying games. It's just the way that's the way Twitch works.
Him was representative of something. It was saying this: here's a short-term cash injection because we both know that over the long run, your career is going to take a bit of a dip if you move to Mixer, and a dip his career certainly took. In the video letting everyone know he was moving to Mixer, Ninja came out with the same old inauthentic crap, stating,
What are you most excited for about this change? You know, I feel like this is a really good chance to get back in touch with my roots and really remember why I fell in love with streaming in the first place.
Bro, everyone knows the only thing that went through your head when you were offered this deal was, is the money worth the damage that it will do to my reputation? It's ingenuous.
So I thought that honestly, like, you know what my favorite announcement was for like going over to YouTube? Dr. Lupo. Dr. Lupo's like, yeah, so YouTube's gonna give me a bunch of money, and I've got a family and a wife and a kid, and so I'm gonna go over to YouTube, so you know, like, they're gonna be good.
Warfare
and everyone's like,
research complete.
Sounds great. Hey man, yo, congratulations, that's awesome. Yeah, that's what it was. Tim's is really good. Yeah, Tim's is good complete. Too, for sure. But like, especially, I thought the Lupo one was funny because he just said it.
To try and convince your audience that you want to move to Mixer because you want to get back in touch with your streaming roots. You assume that your audience is so dumb that they won't be able to tell when you're lying through your teeth. Then you sit back and wonder why they hate you. It's because you have a propensity towards being a fake piece of shit. Perhaps not everyone agreed, or they just hadn't figured it out yet, as 12 months after signing the contract, Ninja was still averaging 8,500 viewers per stream over on Mixer. However, this was substantially less than the 40,000 average viewers he was receiving on Twitch before making the move. Mixer then shut down in July 2020, Ninja returned to Twitch, and he was back to getting 40,000 views per stream. Well, only briefly. Only 2 months later, his viewership had declined back down to 10,000 average concurrent viewers, similar to the amount he'd been receiving over on Mixer. On YouTube...
Here's the thing with Ninja, is that even in 5 years, people will remember and know who Ninja is. It's like, yeah, the content now might not be on the same level as it was. Definitely fucking true. But the fact is, like, people are always gonna remember who Ninja is, and it's like he's never going to be like totally fucking irrelevant unless he quits. It's like there's a lot of times like Ninja's not putting in the effort. Like, he'd probably tell you this, right? He's not putting in the effort that he put in on the 14 stream. He's not playing 14 hours a day. He's streaming, he's doing what he wants to do, and then after that he does something else. Like, and I think that is the healthy way of doing things. He had his huge popularity spike. He popped off, and then after that, he moved on and did something else. And now he's just enjoying himself. Yeah, he's just enjoying himself. And isn't that a good thing?
similar decline was well underway. As lockdowns around the globe were coming to an end, Ninja's viewership dropped from 40 million a month to 25 million a month, then 15 million a month, at which point it was becoming blatantly obvious that there was a serious lack of innovation and effort being put into the YouTube videos. Most of his titles and thumbnails look like they hadn't improved since 2018, and nothing solidified this more than a hilarious tweet made about one of these thumbnails. On his channel with over 20 million subscribers, Ninja would post a video using this thumbnail, which would be shared on Twitch by Not Luke, stating, "Someone tell Ninja to fix his designer, please, this is hard to watch," and would receive replies such as, "I still can't believe that's actually the thumbnail. I could do better than PixArt on my phone. And how is it possible to be this bad? I feel like he must have done it himself for some reason." Ninja then changed the thumbnail to a thumbnail he had already used for an older video.
He ended up changing it, which to be fair, does look a lot better until you realize it's just a reused thumbnail.
The whole thing just showed that he just wasn't putting in the effort anymore. Not even
I think that's just his editors. I bet Ninja doesn't even do the thumbnails in the first place. Like, we've had L thumbnails too. Like, that's what happens. Like, who cares?
Complete. Finally.
So, okay.
Time
who cares about
fleeting.
thumbnails? Thumbnails are so important.
It shall
if they
be done.
weren't important, why do you think everybody makes the same kind of thumbnails? Because there are thumbnails that get people to click on the video more often. That's what it is. Like, it's like, I know, like, yes, you have to have cleavage, a circle with a red arrow pointing to the circle. And, like, there are certain really, really, really good thumbnails and really, really bad thumbnails. And bad thumbnails generally attract less viewers. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's like, oh, it doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Absolutely, it does matter. Not as important to the viewers. Also, clickbait titles and thumbnails are annoying. No. See, this is something that you should never listen to. Never listen to what the viewers say they want. Whenever people are clicking on videos that have better thumbnails, that means the thumbnails matter. Not the 3 people that say in the chat, "Oh, I just care about the content." That's great. I'm happy that you're here. But that's not the fucking majority. That's not what people think. Listen to what they do, not what they say. That's my line.
See to it.
Doing the bare basics like making his own modern-looking thumbnail or analysing how other successful Fortnite YouTubers were titling their videos. People blame Ninja's downfall on nothing but Fortnite dying, but when looking at someone like Cypher PK, who is titling his videos correctly and making extremely meta thumbnails, he's only been—
And like, you look at the thumbnails, right? Look at the Cypher thumbnails. It's very easy. You know, one of the big reasons why Cypher PK's thumbnails are so good? It's because you can see what they are on your fucking phone. You can look and scroll down on YouTube, and you can see what's happening on the screen. And that's a big factor. And like, let's see here, a girl's ass. And it's just like him, his face, he's excited, and there's something happening right there. It's exactly, the new Icy Grapple is insane. Look at that. Oh my God. Right? And you immediately know what's going on. Yeah, face is really, really important, man. Absolutely. It's accessible and it's easy to understand. Same 5 expressions?
Not enough.
Why would you make another expression if the ones that you're already making are working?
Warfare research complete.
Success formula.
Their death will be quick,
and people use a success formula.
What is it now?
Doesn't that make sense?
Getting more and more popular over the same period of time. Over the last 12 months, Ninja's lack of innovation has resulted in a drop from 15 million views a month to between 4 and 6 million views a month. His YouTube channel has become an anti-user-friendly cluttered mess, consisting of a bunch of random shorts and unrelated videos, which when compared to someone like Cypher PK, who I consider to be doing things correctly, it's really no surprise that Cypher's gaining 5 to 10 times
It's
more.
also Cypher is putting out way more content. Like, he's also just making way more content. He's got a shorts channel, he's got a YouTube channel, he's streaming regularly. Like, we actually went over, because, like, we did something, like, over at, like, his building. Like, he actually rented out a whole space here in Austin as, like, an office.
Finally.
Like, he's actually, like, who? Well, what do you mean, who? He's got 5 million subscribers. What are you hooing him for? Like, what do you think? You're not cool because you're hooing somebody who's very popular in something that you don't know about.
Not enough, Krista.
So cool. I don't know who somebody is. Shut up. Like, it's just, that kind of stuff is this. And yeah, who are you? Exactly. Never heard of him? Oh, yeah, if you don't play Fortnite, this guy is like one of the biggest Fortnite content creators. Absolutely. Yeah, he is.
views despite having only 1/5 of the subscribers. Ninja knows his career is over. No creator who values and respects their future as an internet personality would ever do something like his recent multifaceted Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. This is the move of someone who knows they're completely and utterly finished. You'd never see someone like Cypher PK or Nick Merckx or even Tfue out here doing this kind of in-depth, unrelated, totally different game brand deal because they know the degree to which it will affect their reputation and future as a content.
I actually don't think, like, I think that if everybody knows, like, this is kind of like where streaming is at now. Is like a lot of people would feel that way, but there'd also be a lot of people that don't. Like, they would just think it's funny or meme it. And I think that's what happens with a lot of other content creators. Like, a good parallel to this that I could use as an example is, like, whenever people are using Raid Shadow Legends ads in, like, YouTube videos, everybody watches that and they think it's funny, right? It's not that big of a deal. And they got paid, and yeah, it's like people get paid money and they do stuff. That's just the way things work. And it's like, I think that really the only thing that matters, sponsorships are completely irrelevant in my opinion. The only thing that really matters is that you're making good content on the daily that's accessible to everybody. If you are making good content that's on the daily, regular good content, innovating, nothing else matters. It doesn't matter how many sponsors you have. It doesn't matter how fake you are. Like, Dr. Disrespect is literally a character, and people watch that all the time. So it has nothing to really do with authenticity, but I think authenticity is usually hand in hand with good content. So it's not necessarily hand in hand, but it usually is.
Creator. Ninja's become nothing more than a puppet, a jester, a clown, doing his embarrassing little dance with whatever garbage sponsorship is thrown money at him in exchange for the final piece of his rapidly declining career.
That's a little bit much.
Empire research complete. The planet is ours for the taking.
I don't think Ninja is like really that bad. Like, he's just like, what a surprise. Like, why is this a bad thing? I actually don't think that it's I think it's a bad thing whenever you look at life as it being centered around your internet presence. But Ninja's life is not only centered around, and nobody's life is only centered around their online presence. And what I mean by that is, like, Ninja has a wife, he has a family, he does a lot of other things that are beyond just what I'm doing on my stream. It's like, for example, narrator projecting. No, it's just like, listen, I understand it's like being critical, like I get that. I don't really agree with entirely the conclusion, right? And like, I think that it's like, in a way it's true.
What would you ask of me?
I feel like there's a lot of people who are primarily younger who consume this kind of content that don't have the perspective that somebody like, you know, Ninja or Dr. Lupo has, whenever these guys are thinking about, what am I going to be doing in 15 years? What am I going to be doing in 25 years? What are my kids going to be doing? You want to set up generational wealth. And like, that's what they're really thinking about. Like, their popularity on the internet is like, this is a 30-year-old man. This is a 34-year-old man. Like, I don't know how old Dr. Lupo is. Probably 34, something like that, right? It's a give a shit. It's just, yeah, that's what it is.
Empire research complete.
It's not about it. Popularity's fleeting. Yeah, everybody falls off eventually. I mean, almost everybody. There's some people that don't, but like, a lot of people do.
Civilian structure complete. Not enough crystal. Let the bidding commence.
Oh, that was it. Okay, alright, so like, listen. We expect Alex, Asmongold, Galaxy Note 69 advert sometime soon. It doesn't really matter to me. Like, I don't really worry about that too much or anything else. This is a video, like, again, I think that a lot of the points you brought up were good. Like, as somebody who watches, I've watched Twitch. I watched a lot of Fortnite back in the day. Like, I think that there's, like, a ton of things about this that, like, I would actually want to add and put in as well. Because, like, it's a good video. I didn't like how, like, the very end of it, it seemed like he was just, like, shitting on Ninja for trying to cash in on his popularity. Because I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think so at all. I feel like that's
has come to kill.
That's look at this comment. I think this comment is really good. His career didn't die. It just achieved its purpose well. And like, that's not a bad thing. It's not. And I think that it's a naive kid mentality to think otherwise, man. That's what it is. And we're taking a lot. Yeah, absolutely. And I think a lot of streamers, right? A lot of streamers look up to Ninja, you know, as like kind of like Ninja was the first person who really made it.
What would you ask of me?
In my mind, right? Ninja was the first person to transcend just streaming on Twitch
and really like make it.
So
I think a lot of people, whether it's, you know, like, and like obviously other people have like scratched that ceiling, but nobody's really broken it like Ninja had at that point, right? And like he paved the way for a lot of other people to like really grow and expand in the space in a way that nobody had ever expected before.
Civilian structure
so
complete.
I scratched it. Yeah, I scratched it.
The planet is ours for
Summit
the taking.
scratched it. Soda
An
Popper,
enemy
right?
has
They
been
all
eliminated.
got really close, but
the next
nobody
should fall
broke through
by
until
our
Ninja.
hand.
And that's the fact.
Empire research
Nobody
complete.
did. Ray William Johnson kind of did. Yep, exactly. And so I think people should put more respect on Ninja's name.
Civilian structure
absolutely.
complete.
Like he did something nobody else could do. Nobody else could do what he did. And like, was that luck? Was it skill? Was it being at the right place at the right time? Guess what? All of the above. All of the above.
The item is ready.
I buy too. Yep, we've got a whole lot of people now too. And I thought Ninja died of Ligma. No, that was one of the better memes. Absolutely. And just in general, I feel like a lot of these videos, you've got to keep in mind is that these videos are not always entirely accurate with these ways. You change the gambling scene, the gaming scene in the world. Absolutely. Yeah, right place at the right time is luck. No, it's not, because you have to know when to be there in the first place, right? It's kind of like
what would you ask of
luck.
me?
This is what I always say, right? I think a lot of people attribute things that other people have to luck instead of effort, so they can rationalize why they don't have those things themselves.
Complete.
What I've learned over time is that everybody gets lucky sometimes, but people that work harder get lucky more often. That's my best advice.
Finally.
I thought this was such a stupid thing that Twitch did to delete all of your content. Like, that's nuts. And like, nobody talked about this at all. Game Theorist made a video about Twitch streamers, maybe worth checking. This one here, Dear Twitch, grow up. It's bad. Please don't. The video's full of holes. It's so bad, you'll read it. Okay, we're definitely gonna watch it. If people are that angry about it, yeah, we are 100% going to watch it. It's got 3 million views. And I haven't had a chance to watch it. So let's go over and we're going to see it, okay, guys? Here we go.
She got banned? No chance. She was streaming Avatar for like 10 hours. Oh my god, she actually got banned. What?
Yeah, her channel's gone. She
the item is ready. Let's put it to good use.
Man, he got banned? That's crazy.
Toast got banned? I just heard great Toast got banned. Toast banned? No.
Not them, me. Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory, the show that's not going to be asking you for bits or donos, but would love a tap of that subscribe. Hey, I'm Butter Toast Man. Thanks for the infinite month sub.
Wait, yo, what the fuck? Why am I being tagged in this? Look at this.
Time is running out.
About me for?
Hey, I'm Butter Toast Man. Thanks for the infinite month sub.
Did he use my chat?
Going live. I'm actually going to be hosting a massive live stream.
I find it's kind of like, I mean, I don't know. I find it's kind of in bad taste to use my chat on the day that
time is short.
I mean, that's... You could use
preparing
chat.
for phase jump.
Why do that? Why do that?
We lose ground as we speak.
Next week to celebrate the launch of our final security breach theory. So mark your calendars for February 19th, shortly after that theory goes live. And it's not just going to be me either. I'm going to be joined by various members of Team Theorists, other YouTubers, and of course, all of you as we do some live theory crafting, discussing our general thoughts on the franchise and its latest release. So even though I just made a joke about hitting that subscribe button, you really should do it. And don't forget to hit that little bell too so you're notified when that final theory drops and when we're going live. Costs a whole lot less than a Twitch sub. With that shameless self-promotion out of the way, it's time to get back to the video.
All right,
you know what's ironic? YouTube has become what it is today because of its emphasis on watch time. And by watching my videos for a long time, you help me again. If you watch another video of mine immediately following, you help it even more.
Our fleet has engaged the enemy.
For longer than my 12-minute long videos, that 15-minute one is likely to do better in the algorithm. In very, very oversimplified.
Generally, that's true, right? And like, I don't do a lot lot of research on like the YouTube algorithms right now. I'm not 100% sure every single time, but I think that is basically the case. My YouTube channel, by the way, has been doing quite well. We've been getting closer to that 2 million views a day mark. So we'll see if that happens.
Minutes matter, which is why videos here on YouTube have gotten steadily longer over the past decade.
Yeah.
Our platform built 6-minute-long small skits got transformed into one full of 2-hour-long video essays on NFTs. But then TikTok.
I want to say, guys, there's a lot of people saying skip and cringe. We're not skipping it. I'm going to watch the video. The video's very bad, though. Well, then we'll talk about it. Think about it like this. Let's say the video is really bad. Let's say the video has all the things that people have said in chat. It's inaccurate, it gives wrong information, it misrepresents things, etc. Wouldn't you want me to watch it to talk about those things? Because this video has like almost 3 million views.
Rolled into town like a total Chad saying, hey,
here we go.
Over here. Suddenly you
TikTok's super
popular.
That's why they did the shorts, yeah.
What would you ask of me? We have to build an entirely separate viewing and promotional experience to make them get any sort of visibility. Mind-blowing revelation for everyone. People like short videos. Go figure. The world has come full circle. Who knows? Maybe my ability to count all the way to 55 will become relevant again.
All the way to 55.
So while the rest of the internet quickly regresses back to 6-second vines, Twitch is over here as the king of long-form video. Not just an hour or two long. We're talking 6, 10, 14-hour live.
That's really funny that he would. Here's the first inaccuracy for this video, is that I actually streamed for 14 hours. Yeah, no shot, bro. No fucking shot. Yeah, I should have put put XQC there.
Here on YouTube, that is actively what Twitch wants. It is what the platform demands.
Imagine like the 6-hour Andy.
When platforms like Twitch are contracting streamers,
like put
they're
there
committing
for 14.
them not to a certain number of videos or views, but rather to hundreds of hours of committed streamed content every year. True story. I've had talks on Twitch multiple times over the years because I really like streaming. But the huge number of hours that I would have to commit to just pure streaming meant that I wouldn't have time for literally anything else in my life.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I was really reluctant to even like go after like a Twitch partnership, like a custom contract, is that they want you to stream a certain amount of hours per month. And I don't really want to do that. I value my autonomy very high. And yeah, I think it's a good thing. You know, because I can stream when I want. Obviously, I forego a lot of money, but at the end of the day, who gives a shit?
What would you ask
if you don't own your own time, then like what does anything else matter? You know what I mean? And like I get that dedicate work to works playing video games. Well, like the thing is that it's not really work playing video games. Like Twitch streaming is much more entertainment than it is video games. Like if I just sat here and played video games all day, I think that would be boring for you guys. Like, I think the reason why Twitch is entertaining and the reason why people like watching Twitch is because it does more than just play video games. It transcends video games. It's not just a Let's Play on YouTube for 8 hours. That's why Let's Plays have gone away and Twitch streaming has grown. It's because Twitch streaming is fundamentally more than a Let's Play. You see kind of what I'm saying? Like, the two things cannot, like, those two trends cannot exist if, in my opinion, I think Twitch streaming is just playing video games. Gameplay's boring. Gameplay can be really fun. I think that gameplay is some of my best content a lot of times, especially recently with Lost Ark. I think we've had a lot of really fun times on Lost Ark. But I also think that some of my other best content is just making videos and talking about them, right? Talking about videos and just like different discussion stuff. I like that kind of stuff a lot, man.
Operating these channels. In short, the grind is real. And streamers,
you have to stream a long time.
Are forced to figure out creative ways to fill huge gaps of time. That's why over the years we've seen the rise of metas over on Twitch. Content trends on the platform that many creators follow in order to get viewers.
I feel like all platforms have metas. Like YouTube has metas too. There always is going to be a meta. Like there's metas with different games. There's metas with different types of like content structuring. It's the same thing. Like in a way. It's odd that he would use this as an example because at the beginning of his video he actually talked about how the algorithm pushed the meta on YouTube with longer videos, and now he's saying that there's metas on Twitch as well because they need to fill longer time slots. This is the same type of thing. They're just two different types of metas conforming to two different types of algorithm, right? Well, one algorithm is created by the viewers and the other algorithm is created by the website. But they're fundamentally the same thing of people like curating their content in a way to attract the most viewers or to be the most successful that it can be.
watching them while also filling up the massive amounts of airtime that they're locked into.
I also think that there's a lot of people that, like, for example, like use this example of like the gambling meta. Besides, like Rosh, Train, Ace Von Dice, fucking, like, what's Rosh's other friend's name? Fuck. I don't know, but like there's like another one, right? Like Aiden Rock. Oh, Aiden does gambling streams too. You're right. Juice. Yeah. That's basically it. Like, there isn't really a huge gambling meta. It's just a half a dozen guys gambling on stream because they're getting sponsored. That's about it. Like, it's not like this huge meta that everybody's doing on Twitch. It's just a handful of people. Like, one thing on Twitch that happens is that there's like a disproportionate amount of attention that's given to things that are considered controversial or are discussion worthy. So, like, for example, the disproportionate amount of attention that's given to hot tub streams. Like, hot tub streams made up less than 1% of Twitch traffic. But you would think, based off the conversations about Twitch, that it was like half the website. But the fact is that doesn't really represent Twitch at all. If you actually look at, like, a lot of these things, like, people are like, oh, well, cam girls are on Twitch and it's just about cam girls, etc. If you look down here, there's really not that much of that at all.
Upgrade complete.
There's like Amarath at our hot tub, and that's about it. Like, all these other guys, these are just fucking guys just talking to the camera and playing video games. But, like, what people do is they zoom in and they say, look at this. Look at this right here. This is ruining Twitch. It's not even on the... It's not even...
Time is short.
This is like a speck on Twitch. This is nothing. It's just such this tiny little 1%. And people blow it out of proportion. It's the same thing with a lot of metas, too, right? ASMR. Well, ASMR, let's look at ASMR. I think that's another great example. ASMR is down here with 12,000 viewers. It is below Overwatch.
Empire
it is
research
below
complete.
Dark Souls 3. It's below World of Tanks. It's below
what would you
music.
ask of me?
It's below PUBG. ASMR, like, for a let's go, we'll zoom in. This is what, actually, I'm not going to do it. But, like, a person that's on a 1080p monitor will not even see this whenever they open up the screen. And yes, obviously, the ASMR section is a 100%, it's a dick-sucking simulator. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. And that's what it is. That's why every single person that's doing ASMR is an attractive female wearing not that much clothes, right? Almost every single one. It's a dick-sucking simulator. It is 100% sexual, and it's being portrayed as something that it's not. But, like, what I'm saying is that that's what it is. That's what it is. And I'm not an asshole for that. I don't even care. I'm just saying it is what it is. Look how many other categories are above it by miles. It has 12,000 viewers. Lost Ark has 160,000 viewers. Just Chatting has 500,000 viewers. It's tiny. This is like, it's so minuscule and insignificant. And people on Twitch and people based off of Twitch, and why is that? Why are people talking about it? The reason why is because it's not interesting to talk about the fact that this guy is playing League of Legends with, it seems like, no camera on, but he's probably really good at the game. Like, these guys are just playing League of Legends. It's just not as interesting to watch somebody play League of Legends. Just Chatting used to be worse. No, it wasn't. It just used to have these girls and Just Chatting. It was the same proportion. They were just in a different section. So I feel like the metas and everything like that are very overblown. Yeah, they're very, very overblown.
There have been things like the gambling meta, which has taken a lot of forms, from long stretches of opening loot boxes to more explicitly just playing online slots or roulette. There was famously the hot tub meta, where streamers talked about games and hot tubs as part of a brilliant loophole around Twitch's clothing requirements, and it went off and spawned its own entire category of content. Yoga Pants Twister, ASMR, mukbang, even massive games like Among Us, Fall Guys, Fortnite, Overwatch.
I feel like eating food on stream isn't really that popular. And that like fat guy, that guy's on YouTube. But, like, yeah.
H1Z1, basically all of them fall in the category of metas. Also, having said the word so many times already, can I just say how much I hate the word meta now because of Facebook? You had to go and ruin another thing, Facebook.
And I'm really sorry this happened.
Anyway,
yeah, alright, well, you know what? At least I can agree with them on one thing in the video. I fucking agree with that. Definitely.
constant search for the latest trends that can be done for hours at a
Logistics
time.
upgrade
It's a surprise
complete.
that one of the hottest things from 2021 to top of 2022 has been reacting
Civilian
to TV
structure
shows. It's easier to
complete.
produce. You don't have to play anything or rely on
crush
audience
me.
participation. You
What
just sit
would
there.
you
You can
ask
watch a
of
show that you
me?
enjoy, and you can really focus in on your witty banter.
The time has come to kill.
Or not.
Civilian
I think
structure
you can always
complete.
pause. Like, for example, like you can pause a video of me, right? Like, I mean, the odds are that whenever this video gets uploaded to YouTube, if it gets uploaded to YouTube, the video will probably be over 30 minutes long. And you can find a 10-second clip of me not saying anything in that video.
Planet
I think
item online.
Hassan is the
Civilian
one
structure
that,
complete.
like, Hassan
Our
is as
fleet
bad
has
as I am.
engaged the enemy.
He's as
Civilian
bad as I am.
structure
Like, he
complete.
pauses and he'll talk about something for 20 minutes and it'll be a 3-minute video. Like, yes, obviously, there are going to be times that, yes, he doesn't really react a whole lot. I think that's the same with fucking anybody, right? And I will say with the TV meta, I didn't really watch a lot of TV shows. I never really did that. I thought it was risky. I thought it was a mistake. And I thought that, like, you know, it's like, especially now since, like, we like, I own an org and everything. Like, I kind of worry about doing that because I don't want to put myself or put other people in a bad position. So, like, that's why I don't do it. The reason why, do you want to know the real reason why?
The planet is ours
why
for the
people watch the
taking.
TV shows?
Victory is ours.
It's not because it's easy content.
An enemy has been eliminated.
It's because it gave them a lot of viewers.
But the next should fall by our hand.
That's why.
You failed to place
That's
a
the big
bid.
reason.
Planet
Is because
lockdown
if you
complete.
watched people's
Planet
viewership
lockdown
numbers whenever they were watching MasterChef, those numbers would go up. They would 100% go up. And I can promise you $1 billion millions of dollars that if the viewer count numbers went down and people stopped watching, nobody would watch TV on stream. And that's why the meta fucking died, because people got tired of watching it over and over and over. The viewership boost wasn't there anymore, and the meta fucking died. Because all of the DMCAs turned out to be bullshit.